Good evening and welcome to Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream campaign. My name is Monty Martin, running the campaign as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Sebastian Crow, the half-elf shadow sorcerer. And we're joined today by our good friends
Jill Denitis, playing Veo Senya, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger Rogue.
And Joe O'Gorman playing Pluto Jackson, the Human Battle Master.
Thank you for joining us once again. If you're just tuning in for the very first time, Kelly and I post new videos every Thursday on the Dungeon Dudes YouTube channel, where we cover everything Dungeons & Dragons, including advice for Dungeon Masters and guides for players. So check us out at youtube.com/dungeondudes.
You can also join us on Tuesday nights when we record the campaign live on Twitch. Check us out from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube.
Of course, don't forget to check out the links below for our Teespring store, where you can find faves like Troll Killer and Yes, Yes, Yes. Or you can go to bit.ly/dungeon-dudes merch.
This week's episode of Dungeons of Drakkenheim has been sponsored by our amazing friends at Hero Forge.
Hero Forge lets you design custom miniatures for your tabletop role-playing game characters. Using their web-based 3D character building platform, you can fully customize your character's appearance, choosing from hundreds of weapons, armor, and equipment, then positioning them in the most dramatic pose.
Hero Forge has endless options for every class and every fantastic race, from humans, elves, half demons, half dragons, and even incredible sculpts of centaurs, ravenfolk, and of course, catfolk, faves. Even choices for modern science fiction and science fiction settings.
It can be so hard to find the perfect miniature for a unique character, which is why we ordered Hero Forge figures for Dungeons of Drakkenheim. More than anything else, we love having a special, completely unique miniature which matches our vision of our characters.
When you order from Hero Forge, you get a miniature that is completely original, 3D printed, and shipped to your door. The miniatures are really well detailed, they're durable, and I found them an absolute joy to paint. You can even download the digital STL files yourself and print them on your own 3D printer if you'd like to. You can start creating the perfect miniature for your next character at heroforge.com or follow the links in the description below for more. With that, let's return to the ruins.
Drakkenheim is no more. Struck by a falling star, the city bathed in eldritch fire on that woeful eve. The tumultuous aftermath brought chaos, families torn asunder, and a kingdom shattered. 15 years later, monsters stalk the haunted streets of Drakkenheim. Caught amidst rival factions struggling to rule the rubble, 3 unlikely partners venture forth into the crumbling city in search of riches, renown, and revenge.
Welcome back to the ruins of Drakkenheim. When last we left our heroes, the wheels were set in motion for our heroes' assault on the stronghold of the Queen of Thieves. Bringing together the forces of Caspia, the Hooded Lanterns, and the Ratlings, our heroes have planned an epic assault which shall be heading underway very, very soon. They have spent the past week preparing in the halls of the Amethyst Academy's Shattered Tower, where Sebastian spent several days insane trying to contact other planes and speaking with the spirit of his mother, gaining more information and knowledge and insight as the Hooded Lanterns have been assembling their troops for the attack, which hopefully... Well, what is the goal? What is your goal?
Oh, sure, we have a couple goals, don't we?
There's a list. We have a large
list.
Get the list out.
This part of the list, this is like subsection B12.
Of goals in Drakkenheim.
Yep.
So this is called Operation Mayhem.
Ooh.
Operation Mayhem is a goal in which we acquire all of the badges that the Queen of Thieves currently has.
Okay.
Because she holds many, and we can't let those badges stay in her grasp.
And we just hope she's not going to get more of ours in the meantime.
So, no, don't worry. There's no way that this plan could go wrong.
Operation Mayhem has 0 fallbacks.
Yeah.
0
It's actually a
problems.
well-calculated plan. There's no chaotic. Anyway,
No way this is gonna go wrong.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
so the
There's
first
no
step,
way this well-crafted plan could horribly backfire.
no, not at all. Step
Not,
one.
not because she's been scrying on us.
We cast telepathic bond between Ansem, Pluto, me, Veo, River, Jupiter. Yes. Number 2.
Yes.
Your tone indicated more people.
Rats in the sewers, blocking all the escapes so that anybody that tries to escape through secret passages down
Gets
below
eaten.
get eaten.
Alive by rats.
We give the ratlings a code word. Might need to be different than pork chops because I think our enemies might know that code word by this point. So we might need to come up with a new code word. Only people escaping who give the proper
Sandwiches.
code word will not be eaten.
Honey glazed.
There you go.
Honey crisp.
Jupiter and his men block the street exits and cause a commotion, drawing out the Queen's men. Hooded lanterns on the roofs back them up and keep everybody on the streets occupied and confused. We free the rattling slaves that are being held prisoner and forced to work and start a revolt of the ratlings, causing chaos below and above. Then we cast seeming, turning ourselves into Queen's men, infiltrating the base, finding the bomb, acquiring it, finding the Queen of Thieves, destroying her, and obtaining the badges flawlessly.
Nothing can go wrong.
What's the worst that could happen?
Can I add some stuff to that? What I really like just to think about. What if we find Queen's men that we could impersonate? Like we find them, beat them up, and then we're those people. But also we should also have Veo be our tabaxi negotiator with the slavers.
Well, we're not going to seeming until I think that the slave camp of ratlings
That'll happen before the seeming,
before
right?
the seeming.
So
the
we
seeming
should,
is to go into the base.
and I think Veo, you can lead point on that to try to free the rat people.
Yeah, all tabaxis get along, right?
What? I mean,
You're a cat.
I
You're
haven't
a
seen
cat.
other tabaxis for a long time.
You'll-
And even then, it was few and far between.
You'll try negotiating, but we will be there to back you up with fire.
My fire's not working right now, but I'll be there.
As you take your breakfast in the Tower of the Amethyst Academy, you are served a glorious hero's feast in preparation. So to reiterate the effects of the hero's feast for the Amethyst Academy knows that you'll need all the help you can get. So you will all be gaining. Whoa! Your hit point maximum increases by 18.
Yes.
And you are immune to poison, being frightened, and you make wisdom saving throws with advantage. Okay? And the beneficial effects of it are going to last for 24 hours. Yep. So as you take your breakfast and the broomsticks and the serving platters and the unseen servants serve out your meal at the Amethyst Academy, Eldrick comes down and sits down with you and says, "Today is the big day, yes?"
Yeah. Didn't sleep much last night. Been going over this plan about 400 times, trying to make sure that it's
Airtight.
airtight. No room for error against the Queen of Thieves.
None.
We received word that several of the Caspian forces are coming in from the south. So they are a few days out in one of the larger cities to the south outside Drakkenheim. They might be a little bit ahead of the Silver Order, but
Oh, that's good.
from what I understand, there's a few important individuals with them.
Yes.
Do you Do you want them to come to the city itself, Pluto?
I know it can be dangerous, but my family, they're Caspian. They're warriors. I believe that they could meet up with the Hooded Lanterns and find not only refuge, but also aid in the defense of the city.
Hospitality.
Yeah. And I think they need to start to get accustomed to this new life that they're going to live in Drakkenheim.
Very
to
well.
become one.
So have them meet at the barracks.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
should head to the barracks.
In that case, I will send a message to Saul Jackson. Him, George, and your sister, Eris, are all on their way, from what I understand.
the whole family road trip.
Do we get to meet your sister?
You get to meet my sister.
Are you going to introduce me to your dad?
Yes.
They've come with an
He knows
advance
about you.
guard,
Who's your wife?
but
He knows a
several
lot.
hundred Caspian soldiers are on the way, and there could be more as well.
I hope this will aid in the fight for Drakkenheim. And I know we have to keep thinking too about reinforcing the Hooded Lanterns as well,
Yes.
through the means of mercenaries and other hired help.
I will come with you to the barracks, where River and I will set up your telepathic bond together so that it can last quite some time. As long as you've got all your spells, if there's any other resources that we can offer you, potions, scrolls, please take of them now.
I think I got my ointment last time. Got another dose for this go round.
Yeah, I would love to recharge this cool ring. It really helped that last
Very
time.
well.
It was magical. So magical.
Yep. You guys can get your rings charged back up again and requisition any other potions or scrolls that you might need from the academy. I would say that we'll be trying to watch, but for all we can tell, there are two issues with trying to use our magic to oversee how things are going on in the ruins. The first is that the deep haze itself foils attempts at long-distance viewing with divination magic. Even the regular haze has similar effects. The second is that we've known for some time that there is some sort of stronghold in Drakkenheim that's been used for smugglers for generations even, that someone or something warded magically. We're blind.
I'm pretty sure we've been in there before.
Could this also work both ways? Can we have maybe a little solace in thinking that maybe the queen was unable to scry on us when we were in the deep haze?
The Amethyst Academy doesn't build our wards that way, and I can only assume that whoever built this did as well. The Academy Tower itself is warded to protect against such magics, but it does not prevent those inside the tower from using their own powers to look at those outside.
I mean, it's safe to say that anything we've said without telepathic bond has been seen. If we assume that, then
Compromised, right?
Anything that happens in these halls, you can be rest assured, is safe.
that's good.
Is there a like a call history on those scrying orbs? Can you see past users at all? Is
No.
there any?
They're channeling points.
Okay.
Anything that is recorded is only kept by those who perform the spell themselves. Shall we be on our way?
Yes, I think. I don't know if I said it before, but in terms of spell storing for my ring, I was wondering if I could get Silence and Misty Step.
Yes.
Yes. And then I have Shield on there from already.
Cool.
It should be 5 levels, I think.
Alrighty. With that, you depart out through to the barracks itself. It's early morning, and the typical patrol of several of the armored automatons of the Amethyst Academy and a good dose of Aqua Expurgo send you through the ruins of the Academy District. When you arrive at the barracks, you're given time to recuperate from the Aqua Expurgo, but already the whole barracks is a flurry of activity. The Hooded Lanterns have now had enough time to recover and recuperate, and Ansem and Petra are out with some fresh recruits recruited from the nearby provinces. And there is a platoon of Caspian soldiers with Jupiter Jones that are engaged in military drills. And all of them are unlike the Hooded Lanterns, the Caspian soldiers all have these square interlocking shields and long pikes. Pike formations, and Jupiter Jones and several of the other lieutenants have them practicing blockade formations to blockade the streets.
It reminds me of home. I feel really at home right now.
I actually feel a little better with all these people here preparing to help us out.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
But I think we need more.
For the Queen of Thieves?
No. For the upcoming war. I don't think this is going to be enough, even with Caspia.
No, but for the battle at hand against the Queen of Thieves.
Oh, yes, of course.
But yeah, we have a whole Caspian army on their way. They should be here. I check my magic timepiece. Should be here in a few days.
Yeah.
As you head into the barracks, the Lord Commander is there with his the Lieutenant Commander. The Lord Commander is with you. Lieutenant Commander Elias Drexel is there, brooding over the plans, and he greets you and salutes and says, "Lord Commander, welcome back. We're ready to go out here. The Caspians are well disciplined as well. They'll be a suitable addition to our forces."
As expected from such a noble household, of course. But we want to make sure that we don't discuss our plans without the others.
Indeed. River, Eldrick, Jupiter, Petra, Ansem come into the meeting, and led by River and Eldrick and Sebastian, you form a telepathic bond between the group.
Now that we can talk in private.
Now that we have...
How's everybody feeling?
I'm feeling good. Unlike the Knolls, the Queen's men are undisciplined bandits. Most of them will run away at the sight of a dedicated assault. We expect very little resistance from them, and what little that they will put up with will take them down.
There are a few things that I should mentally prepare everybody for. Mentally, because I'm talking telepathically. That was a joke. Thank you.
But enough jokes. On to the battle.
There is a chance that the Queen of Thieves has other creatures that might fight with her. It's not just the Queen's men that we need to be careful of. We're hoping to sneak in and not be noticed. As long as we go unnoticed, it means that there's a chance that the most dangerous of her forces could be sent out to help out on the surface.
It's going to be difficult for us to conceal our advance in the immediate period. We're going to have to be marching through the outsides of the cities. The Caspians won't be able to hide their approach. They'll know that we're coming.
Yes. Have we told you about what we faced when we were in the Queen's lair?
What do you mean?
She may have with her a monstrosity, larger than any man, breathes haze, tiny arms though, so I mean the arms aren't a big problem.
Even for the arms.
But it's pretty scary. It's the reason why we lost the bomb to the Queen of Thieves. It's the reason why we were taken captive, because we lost a battle against that creature. Now, I don't know, it's probably had enough time to heal back. We did wound it quite a bit, but I think
It was weeks ago that you were
Yes. We got close to killing it, so I'm hoping that with enough fire on the creature, if you do see it, take it down.
Lord Commander, how many of the Hooded Lanterns are you taking with you through the sewers?
Through the sewers?
I thought you were going in underground, correct?
We are. Are we taking
Aren't you
anyone
taking
with us?
any of our men with you?
Our mission underground is more of a espionage mission.
Yes.
We are going to be going in disguised.
I understand.
We also have recently discovered that the Queen of Thieves has people being held prisoner. I use the term people loosely.
People.
They have
People.
prisoners down in the caverns and sewers below that are being forced to mine delirium. We do plan to interrupt that and hopefully cause a revolt of whatever prisoners there are down there.
Pluto Jackson speaks up. Now, I'm to understand that you
Jupiter
boys at
Jones.
the Academy created some sort of explosive. How do we know that this isn't just some trick by the Queen of Thieves to lure all our forces in and blow us to smithereens?
That's
what
actually-
stops her from doing that?
That's a really great question.
That is why we
Is it on the list? Is it on the list?
I don't think the queen would waste that bomb on such an attack as this.
I also don't want anybody to approach the Queen's lair to the point where you're getting inside. Your job is to keep the streets occupied.
I have to say that Lord Commander, with respect, we're talking about annihilating the Queen of Thieves and her forces. In an annihilation strike, what's stopping her from using this weapon against us?
I would even say that we're looking to go after the Queen of Thieves. Her forces are a bunch of hooligans. Keeping her occupied on the surface is going to allow us to get in and make way to getting to her.
Very well.
Maybe there's an opportunity here to lead her to believe that the strike force won't be overwhelming. Maybe we can trick her on the battlefield into thinking that she has the upper hand.
What if only a few people go in, draw the Queen's men out, and draw them down the streets?
And spread them out and keep the fighting chaotic. Operation Mayhem?
Yeah.
It'll be challenging. She'll be able to... It's not... I know that our men, Lord Commander, they can stay stealthy and conceal their true numbers. The Caspians can't.
I think what's going to work best on the surface is if we go in many smaller parties rather than one big one. I know that we work best in smaller parties, and the Caspians, well, pair them with a couple of us on the roofs and we can cause a lot of trouble for them.
If they can break off into smaller groups and occupy several different passages and alleyways, the Queen of Thieves won't have a specific target to bomb.
Yeah, we'll keep it
Very well.
where she can.
We'll keep everyone spread out, and we'll await your word. As soon as you've secured that, let us know, and I'll send the rest of the reserves in.
The other hope is that by causing some chaos down with the people who are being held prisoner, that might split her attention in several different directions, so she won't have an obvious target. We are the obvious target, and we're hoping to go in and surprise her.
Well, we as ourselves are not planning on going in.
No, we will be going in disguised as Queen's men.
Very good.
Is the range on telepathic bond? Can we still communicate
Unlimited.
with you? Amazing. So keep us in the loop too about any surface issues.
Lord Commander, before we march out, do you want to address the soldiers?
Yes.
Pluto Jackson, would you like to address the Caspians?
Absolutely.
Very well. We'll head out to the yard, and you can talk to the soldiers. With that, you head out onto you head out into the yard where the Hooded Lanterns and the Caspians are assembled, but almost well over 200 people.
The fear of public speaking?
And the Lord Commander, the Lieutenant Commander gestures towards you, Veo, and he says to the troops, "Soldiers, our Lord Commander, Veo Senya."
Hey, y'all.
Yay!
Wow, so nice. All right. So, we're going to go into this battle with our heads held high and our tummies full, ready to cause some ruckus around the city. Who's with me?
Yay!
And when you get back, we'll have an extra treat waiting.
Yay!
Pie for everybody.
Yay, pie!
I don't know what's in it yet, but yes, pie for everyone. And of course, for those who are supporting the Caspians, give them all the support that we can, all of the manpower that we can.
Alrighty.
Duck down.
There's a raucous cheer at that. Give me a performance check.
Oh gosh.
I minor illusion some fireworks.
3.
3. Okay. The troops clap. They're a little uneasy. It's clear that everyone's a little uneasy about this, but they are enthusiastic nonetheless, and looking forward to that pie.
Yes. As am I.
Although the applause does die pretty quickly.
That's fine. I've never been a talker.
Sebastian and Pluto are just there off to the side, still clapping.
I'm just like, Pluto, get up there and make them excited.
Pluto, what are you going to say to the Caspians?
I approach the podium. It's a podium?
No, it's just it's a wooden deck that's raised that
I turn around.
wasn't sometimes used as a gallows unless you speak up in front of the entire group.
I look out to the sea of worried faces. Men, Caspian men, Draconian men, Drakkenheimian men,
And women.
and women. This is the fight of your lives. Now, for some of us, we are far from home, but this is what you trained for. For the enemy is the enemy of order. The Queen of Thieves. She is a rabble-rouser and the scum of the earth. And we will take the fight to her for Caspia, for Drakkenheim, and for the good of everything that Westamar stands for. And then I'm going to pull out Ignatius. And I just hold it high. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Make a performance check with advantage.
Woo! 12.
12. There's a moment where a brief ray of sunlight strikes Ignatius and it glimmers, and the soldiers are like, "The blade of Saint Vitruvio!" Ah! And they clap and they're like, "Caspia strong!"
I can only speak the truth when I hold this sword, and I speak this truth to you now. We will slay the Queen of Thieves and rid Drakkenheim of all that is evil and unholy. For we stand with the light. Ha!
There's cheers.
I would vote for him.
There's cheers and applause. And with that, the groups begin to assemble and march out.
You did so good. This is why I don't get up in front of
And
crowds.
then you see me. I come back. I blacked out. What happened?
You
What
did
just
the
happened?
best speech I've ever heard.
Ignatius took over.
I think some of that Caspian
And as
blood kicked in.
as the two of you leave the stage, River and Eldrick come up to you, Sebastian. They say, "Sebastian,
Yes,
do well. Good luck."
I always do my best.
River says, Don't die. They're going to give few were saying that few of the others were saying that they would like you to give a class on meta magic in a few in the new curriculum. So
Well, I haven't died this far, so don't count on it today.
be safe.
Because I wanna get paid for teaching.
I would like to get paid for teaching. Thank you.
All right. With that, the hooded lanterns set out through their pathways, and the Caspians march south. Both of these groups will actually need to do a quite large march around the outskirts of the city, so it will take them a little while to get into place, because the Caspians have to cross the water of the city, so they have to go out to ford. and the hooded lanterns also have to use the ferries and the various waterways to get across to Buckle Down Row, where the Queen of Thieves has her lair. You yourselves, though, are headed off in a different direction.
We're going to meet the Rat Prince.
To glory.
We have to meet the Rat Prince.
Okay.
A week later, after we said,
It's
ooh, meet him.
Yeah, we're a little late
you head down
to the party.
through the ruins of the Sprawl, taking Styx's ferry, as you do, across the Dran River to the Spokes, heading through the ruins towards Champion's Way. You find, with a little bit of work, you can enter the sewer at Styx's ferry, or you can head through the ruins themselves and enter the sewers along Champion's Way. Either way, you should be able to find where you've agreed to meet the Rat Prince.
I think Champion's Way. We'll figure it out.
Okay. You move through the sewers. You move through the city streets, towards Champion's Way, where you find a sewer entrance along one of the intersections where several of the older buildings are still standing intact. You can see further down the street that there's the odd scream, shouts and whoops in the distance, the sounds of battle. And you happen to pass a group of Falling Fire pilgrims as they head up Champion's Way towards the gate. It's a large group, about 40 people. Most of them either very elderly and about a dozen children, with several of the other zealots leading the way of this caravan towards them.
Do they have the delirium in their chest?
If they do, they're clothed such that it is not visible.
Okay.
Worries me that they're bringing kids closer to the crater.
Yeah, and that's. I was wondering how far they are in their ritual.
I think that after we're done, we just blow them all up.
We get the bomb back, and then we do.
You head into the sewers, pulling up a manhole cover and taking a slimy, grease-covered ladder down into the sewer below. As everything in the city, it smells. And of course,
Breathe it in.
it's the smell of the Drakkenheim sewers are not fresh sewage, because the sewers haven't been working properly for 15 years, and it is a sewer system that was meant to accommodate the sewage of almost 100,000 people. So after 15 years of rain and less use, the sewers smell not of waste, but more of the soft smell of mud and a little, just this whiff of old corpses.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's Drakkenheim for you.
This is especially potent for me. You know? Big nose and everything.
And as you make your way down through the sewers, there's from one of the sewer lines around the corner, you hear a familiar voice. Hello, ghosts. Yes, yes, yes. You come, just as you said you would. Yes, yes, yes.
Right on time.
Question, what's the lighting like right now?
It's pitch black.
Oh.
You're down in the sewers.
I have no idea.
He can't see me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only light is the light that you have.
I'm gonna turn on the drift globe
Yes.
to make a nice.
So the rat prince
Soft
steps
purple.
out of the purple light from the. He says, "Yes, yes, yes. We've been waiting, getting ready. Yes, yes, yes. Many plans. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Are you hungry?
Yes, yes, yes.
Are you ready,
ready
to do
to
some
eat?
work?
Yes.
That's great.
We have prepared many things. We make weapons. Just stab. Get all the rats. Yes, yes, yes. All of them together. We talk to our friends. We call them up. They get their cousins, their uncles, their aunts, their sisters, their brothers. Everybody come. A big party. Yes, 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 yes."
How many of them are there? How?
He holds up his fingers. Scritches, come. And Scritches comes out, and she's got a couple books and scrolls in a bag, and she adjusts her glasses and she's got her tail, which is holding her pen, and she puts down the books and unfurls this what looks like a rather accurate map of the city. And she looks and says, yes. We have gone and we talked to those that are living in near here and many. There has been much more, many new rattlings. Yes.
Roll
Do you have
out
an
the
estimated
numbers.
number?
Roll out the numbers for me, Scritches.
She counts and she says, well. Now that all the doglings, all them die. Yes.
Oh.
So we eat them, and that we call the great feeding. And then we have the great breeding, and now there are many more rattlings. Yes. We grow very, very fast. We feed them very, very much. They get very, very fat, but they grow fast.
Did we kill their natural enemy? Like, are they
We
just
have disrupted the ecosystem of Drakkenheim, and now the rattlings. Oh boy. Okay.
This is went from a day one problem to like a end of days problem. Oh no.
So many of us there are, says Scritches. She squeals with delight. Yes. I can't even count them all. They're just too many.
And remember, if you mess this up, there won't be any of you. And I stare at her with my feline eyes.
She says. She shudders and says, "Oh, we know. It'd be good. And the rat prince says, Yes. My new girlfriend have a good plan. Yes. She come with us. Yes.
And I lick my lips.
Who's your new girlfriend?
Like I'm looking hungry at them.
And she says, and he gestures towards the shadows and says, Come. Show them. And there's a moment where in the edge of the darkness down the sewer, what was darkness all of a sudden lights up as you see all these softly glowing purple rat eyes light up. And it's just this, almost like the whole hallway is lit up with the glowing purple eyes of the ratlings. And out from one of them comes Big Nose. And he's limping forward. He's like, yes. All is good. Very good. And with him comes this albino ratling. She's perfectly white with red, with like her eyes are flipped the other color, so they're red. And she's wearing the skull of a gnoll as a hat, and she's carrying a staff that has skulls of various others on it, and it shakes and the bones are rattling. And she comes out and says, "Oh yes. Hello." And the rat prince says, "You be my new girlfriend, yes. This is Supreme Seer Squeaks. She talked to Rat God, yes.
You divine with the rat god, huh?
Oh, yes. Rat God teach us many things. Rat God talk to me. Rat God teach Scritches to write. Many things he teach us. Make our brains learn. Yes, we have to think very hard now. But yes, many plans. Oh, very good. Rat God teach us how to do very good things.
We spoke to the rat god as well.
Oh, yes, you did.
These are gifts for all of the good deeds you've done on our behalf and on your god's behalf.
Such a blessing that Rat God sent you. Were it not for you, surely we would not have all this bounty that we have now.
You definitely wouldn't.
You have saved us in the name of the Rat God, and you are our great heroes.
Yes.
And we want to reward you now.
All right.
By helping us, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, okay.
But we have great gift for you.
Oh.
Whoa, what?
Yes. Rat God, teach us. You save us. Yes. And Rat God, make us big. Rat God, make us strong.
Mm-hmm.
Rat God, make us fast. Rat God, make us smart. You want this, yes. You want be fast? You want be smart? You want be stronger?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I mean,
We have received the blessings of the rat god.
but yeah, we'll take more blessings. I'll take more blessings if you have it.
Yes.
Veo.
It's be good.
Veo.
Come, rattlings. Come, children. Yes.
God, oh,
Veo.
no.
Veo.
Oh, they could make me smarter.
And
No.
several
I don't think
several
you
of the
understand.
rattlings come forward, and you smell this ozone-y like smell in the air, and you hear this bubbling noise as a group of rattlings start dragging this cauldron forward on wheels. And the inside is this bubbling, smoking purple liquid. It's like aqua delirium, but with the consistency of mud. And Supreme Seer Squeaks takes out a skull off of her staff that's had the top of it carved off. It's like a bowl. She takes the skull and dips it into the liquid, and she says,
Yes. Rat God, teach me this. Yes. It make you strong. It make you grow. It make you smart and fast. Yes.
Can we take some of it for later?
You not believe me?
No, I do believe you. I'm gonna fish out a few empty bottles from my cloak and be like, can I take some for each of us from the bowl?
You must drink like this. Big Nose, come here. Yes. I show you. Big Nose suffer much.
I don't know.
Big Nose hurt much. Yes.
Yeah, he looks
Big
like
Nose,
it.
drink.
and Big Nose takes the skull and he says,
Yes? It okay? I drink?
Yes, go for
Yes,
it.
yes.
For rat god.
and Big Nose drinks the liquid. And then he starts convulsing and shaking on the ground.
I know.
And he starts to shudder and froth at the mouth. And all of a sudden, this big, bulbous, almost like canker starts growing out of his back. And it explodes in a shower of gore, and these bone spines grow up from his spines. And he starts growing and growing and growing until he becomes this monstrosity larger than an ogre. And he looks down, and another arm sprouts out from underneath, and he looks down and he says,
Oh, yes! Oh, rat god! Thank you! Oh, I'm so hungry! Mmm!
and Squeaks says,
Oh, yes, rat god teach us many, many secrets. Yes. Yes, we give many our great heroes this now. Yes.
We're gonna have to kill them afterwards.
No!
Maybe we'll give reference.
I accept.
I'm in shock.
Can I have the skull?
she dips the skull in the liquid
I'm just
and hands it to you.
Sebastian,
Sebastian, what are you doing?
Hold on,
You
hold on.
gotta let us know what your plan is so we can help. What?
I need you guys to distract them right now, just for a moment.
I'm going to cast
Oh yeah, we're bad.
with the drift globe. I want to make it do daylight.
The blast of light goes out and all the rattling goes, ah, what are you doing? Ah!
In the moment that they do, I pour out the skull, pop open a grape-flavored soda yum, pour it into the skull.
Make a deception check.
Deceive.
27 or 26.
Okay. So you pour it out and the soda yum's in there. The light flares down and all the rattlings are like,
Ah, too bright. Why you do that?
My apologies, young rattlings. The drift globe can be uncontained power.
It is a sign from the rat god on the glory that you have bestowed upon us. I will drink now.
Let me drink. I want to get as powerful as Big Nose.
We will all drink from it.
Yes.
And I take a sip and I pass it,
And I feverishly.
and then I pass it to Veo. And then I fall to the ground and I start going, ah, ah, ah. And then I'm going to stand back up and minor illusion. Can I minor illusion us all having purple eyes? I can only do like one thing, right?
I can help
You can
minor
all make a
illusion.
group deception check
Alright, guys, come on.
with advantage for Sebastian.
Oh, good.
21.
0.
25.
As you writhe on the ground,
Pluto
the Rat
looks-
Prince turns to Squeaks and says,
They're not changing. They're not changing. Something wrong?
and Supreme Seer Squeak says,
Must be the weak cat body and human body. Not strong enough to take blessing of Rat God.
I stand up and I'm going to minor illusion now my own voice echoing through the chamber. And I just stand up and go, I feel powerful, and have it echo through the entire chamber around them. And I'm going to have my scarf start billowing in the lack of wind.
and Squeak says,
Maybe they'd make improvements to formula. I talked to Rat God.
No, the feeling is inside. Our power is inside.
Remember, we are ghosts and we react differently to magic.
right.
We
You
cannot
like-
show you our
You
true
like
form.
Scritches. You like Scritches, yes? Scritches have good brain. She very, very smart. She had many plans.
and Scritches says, Scritches,
Yes. I make my own too. Fine, kill Tin Men. Yes. Kill the Tin Men. They have the fire, shooty sticks. We steal them.
yeah.
We steal them.
You stole
We steal them.
or you're going to steal them.
No, we steal them.
Can you show us?
We fill them with our own thing. It's very good.
Oh, with that stuff? You filled it with...
Yes. When you spray it on human, they go blorp.
Oh, okay.
It's so funny.
That's not terrible.
As long as we can continue to pull this off just until the end of this mission.
But also, just on that note, can we get some in a spray bottle? Because that could be really helpful. It's like the goo times 10.
Maybe we should get one of the... Can we have one of your
Can we?
machines that sprays the stuff? Or do you need
Oh,
them all?
yes. You have.
Guys, I
We
think
could spray it on some.
after we're done with the Queen of Thieves, we need to get all of the ratlings to meet for a commune with the god, and we need to blow them up.
and then the Scritches
This is getting out of hand.
You see, so next, after we get the humans here, I have map, and all the other rats, they dig. They're dig. And see, you see where humans have castle? You see where humans have fort? We dig.
Wait, you got to the castle?
Did you get into the castle?
Have you been?
No, not yet. Not yet, but we digging under human fort.
and she points on the map where the Hooded Lantern's barracks is.
Whoa.
And then she points to where the Silver Order's fort is.
I'm not
And she
terrib-
points to where Saint Selena's Abbey is, and she's
Also great.
and she says,
Yes. We dig, and then we come, boom, up, and eat them all. It'd be so good. I make good plan. Yes.
And I take my
Excellent. So excellent. So
my
good.
scimitar and I slam it down on where the Hooded Lantern's barracks are. And I say, you stop digging here right now.
Okay, we almost done anyways.
I will not be responsible for my actions if you hurt any more of the green caped men and women.
Why do you not want to hurt them? They manlings.
Do you see my green cape? And I show them my...
Yes, it's nice disguise.
We currently
They manlings. They
we-
shoot us. They kill us. We kill them, eat them, make us strong.
We're really gonna have to kill these guys.
we currently have the green cloaked manlings under the control of the rat god.
Can we eat them?
Not yet.
At the end,
once the
their
queen,
dessert.
Once the Queen of Thieves is done, once we're finished with this plan, we will have a large meeting to commune with the rat god and we will talk about how we will destroy all the manlings.
What about Tin Men? I like canned food.
Except
go
for the ones
it.
that look like him.
Oh, guys, the Caspians.
No, that's what I mean. The ones
Only
that-
the ones with the fire sticks.
Yes, fire sticks. For now.
Only for today.
There are many ratlings. They're getting very hungry. They come to me. They say, Rat Prince, we hungry.
A few more days, and then you can...
You said that last time.
This is the last plan that we need you for.
No.
The last plan that we need you for, and then we enact your plan. After a meeting, we have to have a large meeting with all of the...
I don't understand why you have us wait. Squeak says Rat got ready.
The mission that we have you doing today relies on them doing their part as well to make sure that it's easier for us to take over the whole city.
We strong now. We dig tunnels. All places. Yes, yes, yes.
See that? You've done
Then we
so
come
well.
up. We come up from below, from the deep places of the earth, where we make our burrows, and we come up and we eat the manlings.
Have you...
That what we want. That what Rat God promised us. And that what we
Absolutely.
have.
Have you finished the tunnel to the hooded lanterns? To the end, I'm going to point at them on the map.
Oh, it's almost done. Yes, yes, yes.
And where Scritches, can you show me where the tunnel approaches?
She points to it, and she shows the map, and it's scrawls, and it looks like the ratlings have done like a honeycomb of tunnels all underneath the city.
Because we should inform Ansel and the rest of the hooded lanterns just to be aware.
Yeah.
And they can potentially just blockade or guard against any sort of tunnel effect, at least for now.
They're going to be wondering how we know that. They're going to be wondering how we know that.
I know, but we're going to have to confess eventually.
I mean, as long as they don't do anything until...
We just need them to be okay until we deal
And-
with the Queen of Thieves, and then we need to...
we get them all in one place and you firewall everything.
I say we get the bomb back and we just blow them all up.
It is so exciting. Yes, yes, yes. I have so many children now. There are too many of us. The humans never see it coming. They have weapons. Yes, yes, yes. They think they have enough, but they do not. There are too many of us now.
No, we're laughing too.
They'll never see it coming.
And then once we take over this city, yes, 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 yes. Once it all ours, then we dig to next Manling City. And then we do that. We dig, come up, and then go to next one, and next one is next one.
Rat
we
Prince.
eat them all.
My most
Eat them all.
trusted Rat Prince friend, when we finish this mission, can you meet me back at the statue to your god? And we can talk.
Which statue?
The one that they were all...
Yes, yes, yes. Which one? We make many more.
Oh, do you guys have a central meeting location for all the ratlings to come so that we can talk about how...
Where you come last time? We meet you then.
The house.
Okay.
The house.
After we're done this mission, we all need to meet there, and we'll plan your attack on the surface
On
world.
the manlings. We will kill them all.
Scritches says,
Why you need plan? I, smart lady, I make great plan. Why you men try to take away my plan that I make?
We are ghosts,
You
not
sexist.
men.
Oh. No.
No!
Scritches.
First of all, not a man.
It really good plan. I worked really hard on it. It all ready to go. And you come in here being like, no. You just don't like it because it was not your idea.
Pluto, turn out the lights for a second. Turn out the lights. So, they can't see me in the dark, regardless of dark vision. I go up to Scritches and I grab the back of his neck and I get really close to his face and I say, Her, we are ghosts, not men.
she looks at you, and her eyes are glowing really strong purple, and she says,
Cat, Rat God teach me to see when I cannot see. That's how I learned to read, yes. You want to intimidate me? I smart. I know things. I see things.
And you can see me eating you if you don't settle down. And I toss her to the ground.
No.
Yeah, we don't need to get. We
There's
need
no
to
need for
focus
this
on
hostility.
the mission.
Scritches, your plan sounds amazing. Plans work best when you get all of the people in charge to meet beforehand so that we can all hear the plan, make sure that we know what our roles are in that plan so that we can execute it perfectly. That's how we've always done plans. That's why we're having this meeting with you right now. You guys already know our plan, but we want to make sure that everybody does their job properly. We want you to stand before us at a meeting, tell us all your plan, all of the ratlings, us, in front of the god, to make sure that we do it right.
We honor the rat god.
Make a persuasion check.
Uh, 16.
Fine. We talk. Me tell you what to do.
Absolutely.
Yes. It all very good. No need to fight. You, Scritches, you very good friend of Rat Prince. Shadowy Ghost, really good friend of Rat Prince.
Thank you.
The Fiery Ghost, really good friend of Rat Prince.
I'm gonna eat all these rats.
Chainy Ghost, really good friend of Rat Prince.
Alive.
Now, we have Path. Big Nose show us which way to go.
Does he still have a big nose?
He has a huge nose. Now, how many of it? We block all sewers. We dig. Which way you want to go?
You said that there were other ratlings that were being held prisoner.
Yes, we free them. Yes.
We
That's
will
the
free
first
them.
step. We
Very
free
good.
those ratlings.
I come with you.
And the rat prince.
Yeah, do we actually need to free? I was just thinking that. I mean, do we need any
If we
more?
want them to trust us, we have to follow through with that part of the plan because that was something that we already said to them.
Yep, we're committed.
The rat
Committed.
prince says, "Come," and the ratlings bring out a black cloak, and the rat prince puts it on, and they give him this
So much
hat,
majesty.
and he puts it on, and it's these. It looks like he's appropriated an executioner's hood, and it's just these strips of these strips of fabric that come down his head, and then just have two pieces carved out for his eyes, and then his nose to stick out, and then three ratlings come forward, and they have these jagged blades that look like raw pieces of the meteoric iron that still have shards of delirium in them. And there's three of them, and the rat prince grabs one, the other, and his tail comes up and grabs the third.
And he says, I ready to fight with you. You ready to kill? Yes.
And nevermore was Prince Petunia.
Yeah. Petunia was. Well, that's because Petunia was. We could control her. I think we've lost control.
We've lost control now. We're just
completely lost
trying
control.
really hard to steer this
This Operation Mayhem, guys. We've committed.
We're
Operation
causing mayhem, that's
Operation
for sure.
Mayhem.
there's
That's what
there's
it's
like an
about now.
oncoming train wreck, and we just need to steer it in the right direction for a moment, and then
push it off the track.
push it off the tracks.
We have to derail this train.
But-
You have to light this whole place on fire. This whole place needs to be on fire.
We can't back out now because we are currently surrounded by
How much mold?
hundreds.
Can you mold earth all of these tunnels closed?
No. No. Like right now,
Drakkenheim could collapse under all these tunnels. Like I'm staring at the
so scared,
severity of this honeycomb pattern. Oh,
I thought I was in control. This sounds like every other incident, but this one's way bigger.
we created the worst incident.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
And
it's
then-
fine.
Guys,
It's fine.
is this the worst that could have happened?
Probably.
As the enemy of our enemy is our friend, can we take some solace? Everything's gonna be fine, right?
Until they
Everyone-
find us out that we're not actually ghosts.
We just need to make it to that meeting with a bomb. We just need to make it to that meeting with a bomb.
Yep.
That's it. That's now
We
another
need
plan.
that bomb.
Onwards and downwards.
So to save the ratlings,
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go.
Yes, yes, yes.
Big Nose, come with us.
Good.
And
Oh, he can take on Linda.
Big Nose rears his 3 arms back and he smashes through one of the sewer walls, revealing a tunnel. Oh my God. And he says,
This way. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
and
This is so bad.
This is so bad. Oh,
Queen of Thieves won't know it's coming.
Neither did we.
we should just let them run the show. I think they've got this now. Do we abandon Drakkenheim?
King Rat Prince.
King Rat Prince. Rat Prince for King. We said it.
Rat King.
We made it happen.
Big Nose and the Rat Prince lead you through this hastily burrowed tunnel deep, deep into the earth. There is no light but the light of the orb, and you can hear that it's that. And as you go down, there's several like regular giant rats that are following along with you. And the Rat Prince says,
These my young ones. They want to come to take your kids to work day.
They gotta learn at
that's so
some
sweet.
point. They grow up so quickly. Literally.
Stop sounding so distressed when you say those things.
It this way.
It's gonna be okay.
Is it? No. Is it?
Yes, Pluto, yes.
they lead you through the narrow, twisting passageway. Big Nose can barely fit as he crawls through. And it ends in a stone wall. This cavernous wall. And you can see as you're heading down, there are bits of delirium in the tunnel. Almost like veins of mineral underneath the earth. And as Big Nose leads you through to where the tunnel ends, there's this small hole, maybe 18 inches in diameter, and you can see that there is light on the other side, and you can hear the sounds, this clinking noise. Clink, clink, clink. And then you hear this other voice say,
Get to work, you.
of a cracking whip.
So mean.
The hole ends, and on the other side of it you can see that there's this stacked wooden crate, and there's a glow of red and purple coming out through the hole. What do you do?
I'm gonna turn off the drift globe.
Do you want me to have a potion of invisibility and take a look?
Sure.
Okay.
I like that.
I
Because you have 2, right?
3.
3? Yeah, that's a great idea.
I pop a potion of invisibility
Okay.
and I walk towards the light. Quietly.
You could probably squeeze through this hole. It would be tough, but you could definitely squeeze
And I'm
through.
holding on to Sebastian so
Can
I
I
know
do
where
it
I am.
silently?
Make a
I'll
stealth check.
guide you.
Okay.
23.
You squeeze out through the hole, and you are in a large underground cavern, the ceilings of which reach up maybe about, well, in this part of it, the ceilings reach up about 20 feet in height, and it branches out in what direction you are right now, you have no idea, but it branches out in 2 directions. One, this snaking tunnel, and the other towards this large reinforced tunnel as well. The room that you are in is about 40 feet wide and 20 feet high, and there's a large deck that has been scaffolding deck on which is sitting on a barrel holding a crossbow is a tabaxi man, and he has a scarf wrapped over his muzzle and goggles on, and he has the crossbow poised, and in front of him on the ground below there is a mine track laid out, and there is a group of ratlings pushing a mine cart, for there are these veins of delirium all through the cavern, and the ratlings are chained up to each other, and they're clinking at the mine at the delirium and breaking the shards out and loading it onto the mine cart and then pushing it down along the chain as these two other tabaxi on the ground level crack the whips and yell at them to work faster.
Are they? What do the other tabaxis look like? This is the first time I've seen them in like years.
They are all wearing goggles, and they all have scarves built up, so you can just kind of see the tips of their nose and their ears picking up over. One of them is orange, one of them is calico, and one of them is kind of a tabby gray, like ashy gray color. One of them's carrying a whip. The other two are carrying and has what looks like a spear on that he's carrying. So he's got a whip and a spear, and he's cracking the whip at them. And the others both have crossbows as well, and they are all garbed in pretty nice leather armor.
There's only 3 of them?
My new tabaxi living was this good down here. I might have joined these guys earlier.
Now with your newfound hatred towards the rat people.
I mean,
as they do this, as the ratlings push the cart towards the large exit, 3 ogres step forward, and all of them are and all of the ogres have big goggles on their faces as well, and they have masks over their mouths, and all of them are wearing big heavy leather aprons and carrying shovels or a mining pick as well, or carrying shovels, and they have these big heavy Forge Master style mittens, and as the ratlings push up the minecart, the ogres shovel out the bits of delirium and like crack them, and are then put them into crates and boxes and move them into the next chamber.
Vea, what do you see?
I'd relay all this information. We got a couple of big guys in here, but it's the tabaxis I'm worried about. I know how shifty we can be.
How many tabaxi are there? There's 3?
3.
Is one of them closest to you?
How far away is the closest one?
Very close. So if we look up right over here.
Where am I?
I'm guessing you just here?
Maybe on the other side because there's a small
Oh, is
hole.
it this hole here?
Yeah. So there's 2 tabaxi on the mine train, and then there's this one, which is the 3rd tabaxi, which is the big fat orange one, up on the deck above.
And these guys are down here?
And then there's the 3 ogres by the one minecart. And ratlings working everywhere.
Veo, can you maybe take some time to find out where they're sending this delirium? Like, who's running this operation?
I could also... She's invisible right now, but I also have a crow that I can look through if you need other eyes.
Because I'm wondering if, is this the Queen's operation? Is this another force that we're totally unfamiliar with? Is this... this information that we were given was from the ratlings, right? Like, no other force in Drakkenheim has told us about a kind of any sort of like delirium mining operation. I'm interested to see who's behind it all.
Yeah. I would assume
before
the
we
queen.
start anything, before we kill everything.
I would assume the queen.
I was also thinking if we do decide to engage in combat,
You can put more of those ratlings down.
my crow can mimic sounds, and I was thinking maybe we could lure that close tabaxi over to this hole.
Do you have any? Can't you cast spells through your familiar?
Touch spells, yes.
Go up and give it something. Can you do you have any suggestion spells or
How about
charm?
I mean, there's not a lot of room to move around down here without potentially running into something. I'm worried about walking around, and I say this like in my head. obviously.
Yeah.
I'm worried about walking around too much. I don't know how much of a surprise we're going to get coming through this tiny hole, though. If anything, it might be more beneficial to bottleneck them through here.
Could you maybe cause a distraction somewhere?
Oh, I mean, I can cause a distraction. It's just where do you want it and how what level?
to let us get in? Because this hole, I don't think I could fit through this hole. This 18-inch hole.
You could fit through it with difficulty.
Like I feel like the surprise will be Big Nose just making it a lot bigger. Like we just have Big Nose make it bigger, and then that kind of like we follow his lead.
I think, yeah, if Big Nose takes the lead on this and just smashes through this wall.
Like that's his MO now.
And I think
that doesn't really give a surprise, though. Do you want to try to... There's the one standing right in front of you. What if we just tried to lure him back here? And
do we know that
the
the Tabaxi are bad, though?
No.
See, that's the thing. I want to know who's behind all this. And if it's your comfortability, but do you think there's any chance you could figure out where all these minecarts are going? Or see if who's the floor operator? Who's the manager?
I have an idea. Veo is invisible right now.
I am.
What if I polymorphed her into a fly?
That's great.
Yeah.
And you could just...
Zip around. I can do that. Do you want me to come back? Now? So you can see me into it?
I mean,
Yeah,
I can see you right in front of me through the hole.
Can you see me?
As a fly,
'Cause I'm invisible?
your mental capacity will be vastly reduced.
Oh, that's true.
But what about just
a
another
lizard?
winged creature? Like
A
an owl or a...
Just don't want something so obvious. How about not a rat?
Well, she's currently invisible.
Yeah.
True.
I'm invisible. I guess I can try to sneak through people.
You're pretty stealthy, and you could use Pass Without Trace if
I
you
can't
needed
cast
to.
anything without becoming visible.
Oh, true.
But I'll see what I can do. I'm pretty sneaky.
In worst case, do you have any disguises that you could put on? Couldn't you just disguise yourself as one of the other Tabaxi?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know who they know, though. I mean, I could just be a Tabaxi.
So what would you like to do?
I am going to start to sneak past the ratlings along, following the cart.
Okay.
Past the ogres. Kind of like skirting around them.
Cool. You slip past the ogres. Make a stealth check.
22.
Okay. You come up to them at the base. As you come past where the ogres are shoveling the delirium, and there's this big mine opening. It's been supported with wooden beams, and the mine cart actually ends here. There's a stopper on the track, and at the base here, there's this wooden platform that's been constructed with beams going all the way up. Because you look up, and there is a shaft that reaches up about 100 feet straight up, and you can see that they have built an elevator with ropes, chains, and pulleys, and there is a platform that is descending down to this level. It's descending down to this level that the ogres are loading up, and there is a human man that is he has his hand over his mouth, and he has thick goggles on, and like is almost this entire like leather mask over his entire face, and it comes out into this cone shape over his mouth, and the goggles, and he is holding onto the rope, and watching as the ogres load the pieces of delirium and the meteoric iron onto the platform. And as you look up, you can see that there are several other openings all through the shaft going all the way up to the top, which is then open as well, where you can see at the very top of the 100-foot shaft there is a wooden deck that's been constructed that it looks like the platform could raise up and sit directly flush with.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna go up.
Be careful.
yeah, if you need any help, please let us know if we need to cause some issues down here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, before she goes up, I tell Big Nose that if I give him if I give you a signal, I want you to smash through that wall.
The Rat Princess whispers,
What's going on? What are we waiting for? Where'd Cat go?
The cat is investigating the area to make sure we know where all of our enemies are.
And where the rattlings
Good. Always good to know where your food is.
Exactly.
So the elevator is down, or the at the bottom of the shaft. How much room is there once the delirium and everything's loaded on?
Not a lot. There's just the narrow platform where the man, like, it looks like there's enough room around the sides that another person could stand on the other side. If it was empty, the whole bucket itself is about 5 feet by 5 feet wide. So more than one person could stand, like, you could get one of the ogres in here.
Okay.
So like anyone that would be going up this, if the ogres were going up, they would have to go up one at a time. You could probably get about 6 of the rattlings in here, and a few people could go in it at a time, but it's relatively small.
Is there anything that I can see maybe on the bottom that I could grab onto?
As it rises up, it's the wooden planks. It's like the planks underneath. You could probably hold onto one of the side pulleys and just support your weight off the side of it as it rises up. But you might bump against scrape against the sides of the chamber doing that.
I mean, if you're invisible, why not just get on top of the boxes?
I'm going to get on top of the boxes, but
Okay.
I take out my immovable rod just in case.
Okay.
Cool.
It takes the ogres about 20 minutes to finish loading the whole bucket. And then the human man says,
Hurry up! It makes me sick to be down here.
because the haze is palpable down here. And with that, he pulls another rope on there and says, "All done, hoist her up." And the winch begins to go, and the hoist rises up, squeaking as it goes up. And as it rises up, you can see that there are at least 5 other offshoots of the shaft. 2 of them are other mine tunnels with other ogres and tabaxi with groups of rattlings. And as it goes up to one of the top levels, there's another set of caves, and you just glimpse out, and you can see that there are dozens of cages and cells that have been constructed in this cave as you pass it, and you can see several rattlings shuddering inside one of the inside the cages. And then
Found the rattlings.
you pass up another one that is a similar set of caves that have been worked a little bit more, that have more cages, but they're empty. And then it goes up to the very top with a sudden and a stop, and you are in this large room of mostly worked stone. It's still slightly cavernous, but you can see that effort has been made to support the natural cavern here and build over the floor with like wooden planks and stone and flagstones. And there's the large machinery of the pulley itself, which is operated by a single ogre turning a winch. Or actually, there's a pair of them that are turning it together as a group. And there's this long, wide hallway that stretches back, and you realize that this hallway is not a regular hallway. It's actually part of the sewer system that has been cleaned out and dried out entirely. And there have been planks all set across it, and this sewer tunnel extends out into the darkness. There's a large cart waiting here with a pair of oxen and another set of double doors leading off the room, and another pair of ogres at the top that start loading the delirium into boxes on the cart and loading it up.
Okay.
I'd hate to be this guy, but if you waited 20 minutes, there's no way you're still invisible.
It's
No.
1 hour.
Oh, it's 1 hour?
One
for the
hour.
potion of
Then
invisibility.
never mind.
Yeah.
I will just...
But no, it's good to know because we're about
We're
We're
halfway.
on a time crunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good call though.
Guys, I have an idea. And before I say this, the elevator itself, is it all the way to the walls, or is there room if somebody happened to go near the edge that...
When the elevator is in place,
Yep.
there's like a 6-inch gap. It's like mind the gap on the subway. Like it's enough that someone could get their leg caught in there and it would mangle them really badly, but not enough that they would fall down the shaft unless the elevator itself wasn't present here. But when it's present here on this level,
Okay.
it sits flush.
Have you been telepathically relaying this all to us?
Yes.
Yep.
What do you think of this? Here's a question. You saw those cages with the ratlings in it?
I did.
What if you go back to those cages, set them all free? We barely have to do anything. Here's what I'm thinking. We could just let the ratlings kind of take care of this whole issue. And then we go up there, turn into Queen's Men, and we play it up like we have to report what's going on down here, that there's been a revolt.
Are we
That's an idea.
confident?
We could turn into the Tabaxis.
Are we confident though that
True.
that it is run by the Queensmen?
Were there
not.
any signs of like the people that we've seen or anything that...
The Queensmen don't, aside from the gang members, they don't wear markings, and these people are but the quality of the equipment that they're wearing reminds you of the group that attacked you.
Okay. What I worry about is if we start causing a ruckus, if I let those ratlings go, they're going to bring some bigger, heavier stuff down. So what I'm thinking is if we can get them to start bringing the elevator down, I can use my movable rod to stop the elevator, and I can let the ratlings come down.
One of the things that you can see is that with the shaft, and the way the ratlings have been jammed in here, it's hard to get out of the ratlings cells unless they're carried out on the elevators.
Oh no, they can't. Ratlings can't climb things like Tabaxi can, of course. How many ogres are at the top? 2?
There's 4 ogres at the top.
Oh.
There's 2 that work the winch and 2 that load the cart. And then there's 2 other human men with them that are ordering them around, plus the driver of the cart. All of them are clad in leather armor, and all of them are wearing these masks that have the goggles and that extended nose down over their face and noses.
We might just have to make a ruckus.
Do we make the ruckus and then... Yeah, I think the idea is we make a ruckus, we kill any non-ratlings,
Yep.
then we go up this elevator, turn into Queen's Men, or like similar to what these guys look like, and then act like we're escaping.
I like the idea of the Tabaxi, because that's what they're expecting down here, and it also obscures our faces a lot. So it would be, if we killed the Tabaxi that are down here, we could just assume they're
True, there's
ranks.
3 of them.
I call Tabby.
I could go orange.
Fine.
Calico. Wait.
Yeah, I'll be the gray.
No.
Wait.
Gray is the tabby.
Oh, gray's Tabby.
I guess I'll be the calico.
Because it
And
just
then
reminds
the
me of my armor.
I'll be the big orange cat.
Yeah, you be a big orange cat. For fire.
What do you want to do about these 4 ogres up here?
I feel like we need to leave some food for our rat friends.
Yeah, and I mean, by the time we get up, when we go up the elevator, that's when I'll cast Seeming on us.
But if there's too much noise, they might come down.
What if we...
Then the ratlings eat them. There's way more ratlings
And
than there are
Veo,
ogres.
just to be clear, there's the 4 ogres at the top,
Yeah.
but there's 3 other mine shafts. There's 3 other mine tunnels off the main shaft.
Yeah.
And as you pass them, there's groups of ogres and tabaxi down all of them as well. There's probably, all said and done, there's probably about a dozen ogres down here and several other tabaxi that are working down the shafts and dozens of ratlings.
Yeah. There's a lot of ogres down here.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of ratlings.
And it might help thin the numbers a little bit. Like,
Honestly.
we're due for a thinning.
All right. So you want me to come back down?
How does seeming work? Can you walk us through seeming? Because maybe we start by seeming ourselves as tabaxi and then go.
I mean, I'm already tabaxi.
It lasts 8 hours.
Yeah, it worked.
Any number of creatures that I can see within 30 feet of me.
Can you concentrate? Do you have to concentrate?
No.
And if we attack, does it reveal that we're ourselves? If we do actions and stuff?
Nope. I don't think so.
Because we could just start by becoming the ones down here and then just let loose the rats and then in the chaos
that would
just
be a
run
fun little
upstairs.
surprise. Them facing themselves.
and like they could yell and scream and
I mean, when somebody comes down here, then we just are like, no,
another
we're
20
the
minutes
real.
have passed.
Oh.
And it looks like the ogres are finishing up unloading up here.
Come back down, get back here. We're going to disguise ourselves, and then we're going to attack and start the rattling revolt.
Operation Mayhem.
How do I make them make the elevator go down?
They'll have
As
to come back
they
down.
finish unloading, the shaft begins to lower down, but it lowers down to the topmost mine tunnel. And then the ogres start loading the elevator here.
And there's still not enough room on the sides for me to get around. Right?
You could slip around. It's only at the top because imagine the
an
shaft
enclosure.
itself, and then they built a deck around the top,
Yeah.
at the very top. Where
So it's like a
sits-
platform that you couldn't get through.
Right.
It's like-
Whereas on the other levels, they've just got a platform that sticks out
Okay.
onto it. They haven't built this whole thing all around it. So
Okay.
you could climb down.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the elevator exactly where it is, and I can always come up and take the rod away. That way, we're not getting ambushed too much. We can kind of take it by tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm following
So are
your
you
lead,
setting the rod?
Lord Commander.
I slip down along the
No,
side.
don't use anything. You'll become invisible.
The rod.
Yeah.
If I use
Yeah.
the rod.
Yeah. That's
If you
true.
do any actions or anything.
Just get back here. It's okay.
Okay.
Or if you feel comfortable doing that.
It only ends if you
Attack or
attack or
cast a
cast a spell. So yeah, you
Oh.
could.
I'm pretty sure I can do the
You could
action.
activate the immovable rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to, as I'm hanging on to like the edge of the elevator, I take the immovable rod and I click it so that way it's in the middle of the elevator.
Of the underside of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I take my claws and I start to rake my way down.
Okay. You climb back down to the bottom of the shaft. The three ogres are sitting down taking a lunch break while they wait for the rattlings to load up more delirium in the waiting area by the mine shaft.
Guys, do you want me to grab some delirium?
No, not yet.
You're always thinking with our wallets and our stomachs.
It's fine. It's fine.
No,
We'll be
we're
back
going to
for
have to
this.
get lots. We're going to have to get lots.
You gonna try to head back?
Yeah, I try to head back to the
Give me a
tiny
stealth
hallway.
check.
Be ready for
20.
Okay. You slink back and reunite with the group.
And then I
What do you
poke their
guys-
faces while I'm there, and then I become invisible.
what happened?
Okay. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to cast. So first I turn to the rattlings. I'm like, it's time for Operation Mayhem. Are you ready?
Yes.
We're going to change our form to look like our enemies. But don't kill us.
How will they know?
We change our ghostly figures again.
How we know?
How
You're
will
gonna
they
look at
know?
us right now and see what we look like. / if we use the
Maybe we-
word
This is very confusing.
Okay, no, wait. We'll still transform into them, but we will... The keyword... What's our keyword?
Our secret word is
the rat god.
hail rat god.
If we say
Sound good.
Hail Rat God,
Don't
it's us.
Okay,
if it's
you
a
just keep
vaccine-
screaming that, and we know it's you.
Yeah, and
Or
you can
ask
just
us before you kill any.
Although then they have to ask everybody.
Yeah,
No,
we don't want that.
Just the... Okay, anyway. We got it. We're okay.
hail rat god.
We're gonna take our break right here, and when we come back, we're gonna roll for initiative. And we are back to from our break.
Yum.
But before we delve back in, I want to give a big shout out to Tabletop Audio for all of their ambient music that they provide. It's all free at tabletopaudio.com, and it's a great way to elevate your game at home. So check it out, tabletopaudio.com.
And of course, don't forget to take a look at the links below for our Teespring store, where you can find all of your favorite t-shirts by the Dungeon Dudes, including things like Troll Killer and Yes, if you want to rep the Rattlings. Or you can take a look at bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch.
And if you're enjoying the stream and want to help support our work, you can check us out on Patreon. You can find out how by following the links below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes. We also have a phenomenal Discord community, which is exclusive to our patrons. So if you are a patron of our show, then by all means, join us on Discord, chat with us about all the cool stuff. We even have a behind the scenes chat where you may have been talking to Monty about how crazy this is all.
And you knew the rats were going to do
And
this.
you didn't tell us.
No, I didn't tell them.
Well, good. Surprise. Are we surprised?
Yes.
Yes.
This week's episode of Dungeons of Drakkenheim has been sponsored by our great friends at Hero Forge.
Hero Forge lets you design custom miniatures for your tabletop role-playing game characters. Using their web-based 3D character building platform, you can fully customize your character's appearance, choosing from hundreds of weapons, armor, and equipment, then positioning them in a very dramatic pose.
Hero Forge has endless options for every class and every fantastic race, from humans, elves, half demons, half dragons, and incredible sculpts for centaurs, raven folk, and of course, cat folk. Fave. There's even choices for modern and science fiction options.
It can be so hard to find the perfect miniature for unique character, which is why we ordered our Hero Forge miniatures for Dungeons of Drakkenheim straight from
I
Hero
think we
Forge.
got some close-up photos lurking around of them too.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
good.
if you look at our Instagram, there's a lot of photos of the characters
Like, where's Vera
doing
right now?
crazy things.
Oh, she's over there.
Yeah, you're in the map. More than anything else, we love having special, completely unique miniatures which match our visions of our characters.
Yeah. Your original miniature is 3D printed to order and shipped right to your door. And the character builder is actually a really cool way to plan your character and like
So
get
fun.
inspiration.
It helps a lot.
Yeah.
They're really well detailed and they're durable. All of ours have survived drops. And you can even
that a lot.
download the digital STL files to use with your own 3D printer as well. So you can start creating them at heroforge.com or follow the links in the description below. With that, let us return to the ruins
Do we have to?
Yes.
I'm scared.
Operation Mayhem.
and roll for initiative.
Do I cast Seeming first?
Is that what you want to do before the battle
Yeah,
begins?
so that
Okay.
we're
Okay.
walking in. So I've cast Seeming on us.
Okay.
So that we are now 3 tabaxis. Does everybody have their tabaxi voice ready?
Hey, I'm Bayo.
Meow.
No.
Hey, I'm another tabaxi.
There you go.
And I'm the tabby,
Yeah, and I'm orange.
and I'm
Gotta get your growl down.
Rar.
Gotta work on that growl.
a
Ugh.
derpy cat.
Derpy cat.
I'm missing my little axe and shield handy wipey thingy. I can't erase my dry erase. Okay, what we got?
18.
18 for Veo.
4.
For Sebastian.
Oh, yeah, there
Here's
you
a
go.
cloth.
Does that help?
Thank you.
I mean, it's
It's a bag.
Joe's dice bag, but
But you know,
sacrifices
whatever
had to be made.
Dry erase dice.
And I had 14.
works. 14 for Pluto. Okay.
I was busy turning us into cat folk.
The Ratlings will go last.
Oh, nice. I go higher. than
Cleanup
somebody.
crew. They're the janitors of the sewers.
And
What?
wow, those are some fast ogres tonight.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
They're fed after their lunch break.
Okay. So Veo's going to be first, followed by the ogres, followed by Pluto, then the Tabaxi, then the Ratlings, last after Sebastian. Okay. So are you guys going to have Big Nose burst through the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the best way, right? Are you guys cool with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the whole thing begins as Big Nose goes,
Yes, for the rat god.
boom, and there is a crash as the wall breaks out, and we will put Big Nose in.
No.
Wow. What is it? What is that?
That's
That's
Big
That's
Nose.
Big Nose.
You can just replace the wall with that piece. As Big Nose kicks out the wall, creating a large opening in the space, you can move through his square though, because he is so large. And so Veo, as he does that, you are the first to act.
I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike as my bonus action,
Okay.
and I am going to run through his legs, around the corner.
What corner?
That corner. Oh, keep going. Under the bridge.
Okay.
And I turn around and I take my longbow and I start taking shots
Where are you gonna shoot?
at. I have the ogres in sight.
You got one of the ogres in sight.
I
Yeah.
take my shots at the ogre.
Bam, bam, bam.
Take my advantage from my Zephyr Strike. 17?
That is a hit. The arrow. So, as the dust settles, you scurry into the room along the mine tracks, and and fire your first shot at the ogre.
And I get sneak attack, which is now 3d6. Yay! Add one there, and then I'm gonna first shot.
As she digs in her dice bag.
So with my Dread Ambusher, I get my extra d8. So, math.
Come on, one hit.
33 damage.
Oh, gross.
Okay.
And those are some low rolls, too.
Bam! The shot rings out and the ogre screams, "Oh! Why you shoot me, cat?"
I don't know what came over me, and I take another shot. 22 to hit.
That is also a hit.
And that one is 20 damage.
Nice. The ogre is still alive.
Oh,
And
man.
I get my third
Dread Ambusher
Dread
attack?
Ambusher. Oh, yeah. That's a hit. 24?
Yeah. That is a hit.
Yep.
The third shot rings true
19.
and fells the massive
Oh, there it
ogre as he
is.
collapses. Nice.
Yes.
Anything
One
else,
down.
Vale?
I move behind the cart full of delirium and I whisper to the rats and I say, "We're here to rescue you!"
Hey, look up. The ogres howl out and say, "No! What you do, cat? We're gonna squish you for that! Bad cats!" And the two ogres lumber forward, and because they see where you've gone to on the other side of the cart, and as they do, they drag the cart behind them with them, and that ogre pushes the cart in front of him and takes it, hauls it back, and pushes it towards the other cart.
Oh.
And it slams backward and crashes into the cart at you, Veo. And I'm gonna have him make an attack roll with the cart against you. He gets a 20 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. So the cart goes flying towards you, and you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage and make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
17. Okay. So you can choose. So you successfully save, so you can choose which direction. So basically, here's what happens. The cart went flying forward, and these delirium shards are flying all over because the two carts crashed into each other, but they're actually going to continue crashing in towards the wall. You can leap out of the way in whichever direction you wish.
I'm going to
Yeah.
go to the left.
Yeah, because and
Around
so
the
you
corner.
leap out. The cart hits you, but they keep going, and you're able to scramble out before you get caught under the wheels of the cart. The other ogre comes forward and takes his shovel and says, "You're ugly, and goes up to Big Nose and takes his shovel and slams Big Nose in the face with it.
Oh,
Hitting Big Nose. And Big Nose takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage. And Big Nose his nose is now flattened. And, and it pops back
Big Nose.
At the same time. Yeah.
Cool. Next up is Pluto.
Guys, should I blow up the Delirium? I'm gonna blow up the Delirium. I'm gonna run up, and I want to do like a power slide underneath Big Nose.
Okay.
And then just rifle Ignatius right up into this ogre.
Nice.
And I go, ta-da! And I get a 20
Nice. That hits the ogre.
for 14 damage. And I'm going to attack him again for a 21 for 16 damage. And
Leaves him bloodied.
and I'm just so I'm just like,
So you
I
just
slide under.
power slide under Big Nose and start stabbing him in the stomach. He goes, Matt, what you doing, cat?
And I don't know if it looks like my claws or it's like just like a rapier or something.
Still have your weapon, whatever you want it to look like, basically.
Their weapons, so it looks
Okay.
like it's their weapons. yeah. And that's my.
And with that, you hear the three Tabaxi. They look at each other because they know where each of them were standing, and they saw where you went, and they see this other one go up, and they're like, "Imposters!
What's going on? Kill them quickly.
And one of the other Tabaxi yells back,
No, you fool! Alert the others.
and so one of the Tabaxi that's on the roof, he jumps down the ladder. He climbs down the ladder, and runs towards the mine shaft. There, he doesn't have enough movement to make it all that way, and that's it for him. The other Tabaxi, this one here, comes around one of the ogres, and
Like over here?
starts shooting the one that looks like, because you're the fat one, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to attack the ones that look like them. So they take out their crossbows and fire at each of you respectively, because the orange one isn't in the room.
Yeah.
Either.
I'm all the way back
Yeah.
here, so.
Yep. So one shot at Vale, and Vale, I'm going to give you +2 to your AC for cover.
Behind the
Yeah, but I actually get a 25
Oh wow.
to hit. With the first shot and a crit with the second shot. Ooh, okay. So takes out the crossbow, loads it back twice, and pops off 2 shots at you, Veo. And the total damage there with the bow for the critical hit is going to be... It's going to be 30 points of damage.
Okay.
And the regular shot is only going to be 8 points for the 2 shots that they fire at you. So she's like, "You stole my face! You stole my face!" It's like a cat when a cat sees their reflection in the mirror and they freak out.
And his back hair goes all up.
And the other one fires there are 2 shots at you, Pluto. Wow, the dice were much more unfair to Veo. The 2 shots go completely wide, getting a 9 and an 11.
Well, there's a big ogre in the way. Yeah. It's hard to hit. I'm hard to hit right now. That's all.
Okay. With that, we go to Sebastian.
Is there enough room, and would Big Nose mind if I climbed up on his back?
You can make an athletics check to try to climb up him.
Oh, that's not going to happen. I'm not a climber. Okay, I squeeze in between Big
Come on
Nose's
in.
legs,
Okay.
and I'm...
Is it as elegant as me?
No. I kind of like get jostled around a bit as I'm trying to weasel my way through. And, oh no, there's so much delirium and everything around here. This is... Okay. I have a thought. Tell me if this would work. This platform here,
Yeah.
are the bars that are holding it, do they look like if I could damage them and cause the whole thing to collapse into where this ogre is?
Absolutely.
Okay. So would a firebolt do enough?
You would need to destroy both the pillars at the same time to get them to collapse. So it's got 2 posts.
Yeah.
So you could damage each of the posts, but with one post damaged, it would probably still stay standing because it's got enough. It would like lopside. You need to take out the second one to actually make it collapse in the way that you want to.
Would magic missile be able to do enough?
You can try. You can split the magic missiles up.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so I hold out my staff and I'm going to aim at these 2 beams to try to cause this platform to
Cool.
collapse
Nice.
over onto the ogre.
Cool. And you are casting magic missile with your staff of power?
Yes.
Correct? Okay, roll me a wild magic surge.
Oh, what? You're standing right beside me.
What's the worst?
And because of the influence of the delirium, I want you to roll twice, and I'm going to choose which one it is.
And you're going to choose the nicest option.
No,
Potted
I'm
plant.
definitely not.
Potted plant. Potted plant. Potted plant.
I get 64
Okay.
Potted plant.
And those of you at home can follow along with our wild magic results.
and 57
64 and 64
and 57.
and 57. 64, you cast fog cloud centered on yourself.
Oh, perfect.
57 for the next minute. Any flammable object you touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flame.
Oh, that's a good one too.
That's a really difficult
That's actually
choice.
pretty hilarious.
I know which one you want, and both of these ones seem to be equally problematic. So I'm going to roll a d6, and on 1, 2, or 3, you get the flammable objects. You cast fog cloud.
Fog
centered on yourself.
cloud.
Okay.
A giant
okay.
fog cloud emerges, centered on yourself. Do you want to mark it with the template? That uses your
It's a 20.
concentration in case it matters. Seeming doesn't require concentration, correct?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 20.
Okay. So that's the fog cloud.
Here.
The magic missiles still go off, so roll them.
And that's 3d4?
Is it magic missile? Is the staff of power an upcasted magic missile?
Let me just double check. Staff of power. Magic missile first.
Okay, so it's 3 shots,
All right.
and you're firing 1 at one pillar and 2 at the other.
Yes.
Okay, so roll the 2 at one pillar first.
Okay. Yeah. And I add. What do I add?
+1
+1.
to each.
7 damage to the one pillar
Okay.
and 4 damage to the other.
Both the pillars are bloodied, but they're not destroyed.
Ah, nuts.
You hear it creaking, but not destroyed.
All right.
But we got fog
But you
cloud.
can't even tell because it's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got a fog cloud going on. Okay. Yeah. We go to the end of the round with the ratlings, and the rat prince goes,
What is this? What? I cannot see.
and so Big Nose swings his arms wildly,
Oh no.
and on a 1, 2, so there's 4 different targets around.
yeah.
Big
He's
Nose,
surrounded by.
and he cannot. Let me actually just double check because
Does Big Nose get blind sight?
I actually need to double check because
Or
I
can he
don't-
smell?
I don't have that memorized. If he does, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. He has dark vision. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d4. 1, 2, 3, or actually I'm gonna roll a d6. On a 1, it's Sebastian. On a 2, it's Pluto. 3, 4, 5, 6, because the ogres are twice the size. So his first attack hits one of the ogres, and his second attack hits the same ogre. So he makes both of his attacks. Yeah. Oh, he's got 3 attacks. All 3 attacks against the same ogre. He just digs in once and goes for it. He hits, and he hits.
Oh,
he
my
tears into the ogre. This was the one that Pluto stabbed already.
Yeah, I stabbed
and you
it.
just hear the sound of tearing flesh and spraying blood.
It's all coming on because I'm standing right
And
underneath
then
it.
the sound of bone being crunched on, and Big goes, nom, 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 nom.
He's eating the ogre
Yeah.
above me.
Is the ogre dead?
The ogre is very dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
He
man.
was hungry.
That was with disadvantage too, but that ogre It's probably for the best that no one saw that.
Oh man.
Okay, and we go, and then the rat prince scurries through the fog and into the room.
Where's the rat prince?
Where's the rat prince?
There is the rat prince.
Yes, yes,
And yes, and you just hear this sound of die, and I guess none of you can see this happen, can you?
Nope.
Okay, well, the rat prince goes to town on this tabaxi, and it's messy and bloody, and you just hear the sound of this cat screaming. Have you ever seen video of a rat attacking a cat? It's not pretty.
Oh,
When the rat fights
They're
back,
feisty.
the tabaxi still survives though the rat
Oh.
prince's onslaught. Yep.
But he's murdering it.
Yeah, he's bloody. Okay, top of the round with Veo.
Okay. So I see just this fog cloud
Yeah.
erupt in front of me.
My bad.
Whoa.
Wild magic.
I am going to... And there's no way around it, eh? Can I hop over the delirium? Or yeah, can I climb up and hop over?
Yeah, onto the crosswalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me you have a climb speed, so you don't even need to make a check. So you can climb right up, and you can now see above the fog cloud.
Amazing.
You can see both the tabaxi, and you basically see one of the tabaxi getting horrifically mauled by the rat prince. You just see the tail end of that, quite literally the tail end, as the rat prince is using both his delirium daggers and the third dagger on his tail, and he's kind of like a whirlwind of teeth and claws.
Oh, he's so good. I'm glad
What-
we brought him along and let him survive this whole time. Oh.
Would I be able to let Veo know that we heard the one tabaxi running away to alarm?
I think I can see him.
Yeah, Veo can see him.
Okay.
And that's who I'm going to shoot at.
Because I was like, I wasn't sure if Veo knew.
Okay.
I see him running away. I guess I didn't know exactly.
Veo would have
when,
seen
but-
that because that happened before the fog cloud.
Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take. I haven't used my bonus action, have I?
No, you're still under the effects of Zephyr Strike, unless you
I don't know.
used
I
it.
got hit a
No,
lot.
no,
So I
okay,
assume not.
okay. Are you using your crossbow or your longbow?
I'm going to take 3 shots with my crossbow. Crossbow expert, yes.
Bam, bam, bam.
23.
That's a hit. So you leap up onto the platform and you see this orange tabaxi making a run for it.
17.
17 damage. Okay. Takes the first shot. Ah!
14.
That is a miss, I'm afraid. The shot goes wide.
Oh, and less than 14.
2 missed shots. The tabaxi turns and hisses at you.
I run down the... not down the... Yeah, just around, because it's 20 feet up, correct?
It's that the crosswalk is only 10 feet up.
But the fog cloud goes 20 feet
Yeah.
sphere, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want to
but
hide
you-
behind the
fog
sphere.
cloud? Okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, he's
Because
on
you
me.
had that narrow opening where you took the shot.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Next up is the ogres. There's only one ogre left alive, and he's just going to take a wild swing. He has 2 attacks, and I think that there's both Paluto and Sebastian there.
And the rat prince.
And
Big Nose.
Okay, so I'm going to have him roll the
And a
same.
tabaxi.
So there's a tabaxi, all in his
there's
reach.
a tabaxi, an ogre, Pluto, Sebastian. Big Nose is kind of back there.
Big Nose is back there. Yeah, so it's Sebastian, Paluto, Tabaxi, and Rat Prince. Okay, so 4. I'm just gonna roll a d4. 1, 2, 3 for Rat Prince, 4 for the other Tabaxi.
Oh, no reference.
It's Paluto. He makes his attacks with disadvantage.
Swinging him.
Its first goes from a 19 to a 2.
I appreciate that.
Whoa. His second is a crit that turns into a 24.
The 24 definitely hits.
Okay. The ogre
Ow.
bashes into you. This shovel hits you with a loud thung.
Did I just get shoveled?
Yeah, you got shoveled.
Is this the old man from Home Alone?
And that's going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And you are pushed back 5 feet.
Ow.
Into me.
Hey.
Hi.
Pluto, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get out of this fog cloud. I need to get eyes on the prize.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to book it towards where I remember the mine shaft was before the fog cloud went up.
Cool. So it takes you 10 feet of movement to get out, and then you see the two tabaxi outside the cloud of fog. One's right beside you with its crossbow. The other is just as you come out of the fog, you see the bolt from Uveo hit the one and it cry out, and it's running to this big fat orange tabaxi is running towards the shaft exit.
Do I take any opportunity from the ogre?
No, because he can't see you.
Okay. So as soon as I come out, there's one tabaxi, right?
Yeah, and then you see both of them.
I'm gonna swing at the one, getting a 25
That is a hit.
for 11 damage. And is this the one that the Rat Prince was mauling?
No, the one that the Rat Prince was
yeah.
mauling is in the fog. Actually,
So I swing at him, and then, darn it. Oh, do I do it? Yeah, I'm gonna swing at him again. 18 to hit
also a hit.
for not as good, 10 damage.
Okay. Two swings, crash, slice.
And I'm kind of preoccupied with him. I'm gonna use I'm going to bonus action Misty Step in front of the other one.
Okay.
And I'm just going to try to block the door.
Nice. Okay, so you interpose yourself.
Nice.
Okay, the tabaxi.
From the Ring of Spell Storing.
The tabaxi turn to each other and say,
We're under attack. We need to warn the others.
and the two of them lower their the one that's right in front drops the crossbow and comes at you with his claws.
Hello.
They're probably strengthier than me.
Getting a 21 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit, big guy.
For 8 points of damage. The other fires 2 crossbow shots at you, Paluto. Getting a 21 and a 14 to hit.
So the 21 for her sure hits.
Okay, and that is going to be a total of 17 points of damage.
Yikes. Okay, I'm in.
From the
Okay.
crossbow shots.
Choo, choo.
And that is... And
I
the
catch
other
one
one
with
that
the
fired
shield,
the
but the
crossbow
other
is
one
going to
gets
run
him.
up onto the platform.
Up here?
Yep. And we go to Sebastian.
All right.
The last tabaxi is going to disengage and run out of the fog back towards the rest of the group. And just like clawing the way, it's like the smoke cloud in an Acme cartoon as Sylvester is trying to run. Yeah.
So what, he's like here?
Yeah.
Running out?
Because he's getting mauled by
Yeah.
a rat prince.
Nice.
Okay. So the first thing that Sebastian does is he puts on his goggles and he
it's about time.
activates his true seeing so that he can see in the fog cloud. And the fog cloud's centered on me, right? Can true seeing...
True seeing cannot penetrate
No?
fog.
So
that
I
is
can't
actually-
see anything?
Yeah, because it's not like it is magic, but it's still fog.
Yeah.
And true seeing allows you to see through illusions, magical darkness. It's weird. It's the one thing true seeing
This
can't
isn't
get around.
magical fog.
This
It
doesn't
is
count as...
technically
fog.
magical fog, but
it?
It's magical fog.
yeah,
But it doesn't count as magic.
It's physical material,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
That's obscuring your
That
sight.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Well then, I now need to just quickly read something.
Because if you conjured a wall of fire that blocks line of sight, you couldn't true see through the wall of fire.
Exactly.
But you
Yeah.
could dispel it like magic.
Yeah.
Like that's how you would deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zap.
I mean, technically, nothing about this requires you to continue concentrating on it. The fog cloud?
Fog cloud?
How long does it last for? from the
As long
wild
as he
magic.
concentrates on it.
Well, then I'm not going to concentrate on
Are
it.
you
Okay.
concentrating on it, or does it just happen?
It kind of just happened, and I guess I concentrated on it by accident. And now I'm like, wait, why am I thinking about this fog cloud? Are you? Yeah.
Let me just double
Or
check.
does it just last for like a minute?
Last of the journey.
Oh wait, no. If
until
it
the
does,
wind
if it
of
normally
water
requires concentration, it doesn't, and it lasts for its full duration.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't require. Yeah.
Oh, so it's
'Cause,
just-
I realized no that you
Blow
have
on
to
it.
be able to.
Okay. Well, either way, the spell that I'm going to cast doesn't require line of sight. So Sebastian kind of moves around the ogre. He can kind of sense that there's all this
Yeah,
thwacking going
yeah.
around. So he moves around the ogre, and he's going to use a lightning bolt.
Also from the Staff of Power.
I mean, I guess you could argue that I couldn't read a scroll right now, right?
Yeah, that's
He
correct.
he doesn't care
Yeah.
about these magic surges.
I mean, I was
Apparently.
All right, let's roll.
do it.
I was going to use a scroll, but Fog Cloud is apparently messing up all my stuff.
I
Yeah,
like this.
yeah. All right, go for it.
Magic.
Are you sure you don't want me to read a scroll?
Are you sure you could? You just have to walk out of the fog cloud.
No.
Well, then
Zap 'em.
I don't get my line that way. This is
right.
my line.
All right.
Bum. Magic.
All right, roll that wild magic surge. Roll twice. Let's find out what it is going to be.
we're really tempting fate right now.
Is that no, that's
Such a
11
great drawback for the Staff of Power. 11.
It's actually really good.
and 36.
Potted plant.
Potted plant. Potted
okay.
plant.
Roll a d10. Your age changes a number of years equal to the roll, or your height changes.
Height.
9.
Okay.
Inches?
So you shrink by 9 inches.
Okay. I get a little bit shorter
Almost a whole
as
foot.
I point the staff towards. So, like in the fog, I can see glimpses of this big ogre, and I can hear the commotion near where Pluto is. And I'm like, Pluto, watch out! And I blast, and this beam of lightning smashes through out of the fog cloud from the staff, and it hits
Yeah.
2 of the tabaxis and the ogre.
Okay. The ogre fails a saving throw, and the middle tabaxi succeeds its saving throw, and the last tabaxi, wow, the ogre fails, but both the tabaxi actually make the saving throw.
Take what you need.
Darn it.
Question: is it that your actual height changes or your illusion height changes?
I think my actual height changes. My illusion stays the same.
illusion's unaffected, so he's not even going to notice that the illusion's over.
These clothes feel bigger. All of a sudden.
I'm going to use a point to re-roll a few of those dice.
Do it.
Do it.
Electrocute.
Nope. Well, that's all better.
Just tempting fate with this wild magic. I love it.
I love it.
wild magic. I'm a
Same.
big fan. It's never steered me wrong. Or it always gives more than it takes.
35.
35 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that the ogre hasn't taken any yet.
Oh.
And both the tabaxi are bloodied
Ha ha.
Good job.
as they are fried, and all the cat fur is standing on end.
I look at them and I'm like, I know what that's like. That's happened to me before.
The ratlings. Okay. So the rat prince rushes out from the fog cloud towards his prey and just... It is like this surging, spinning attack of he's spinning with the tail, and the tail comes around, basically stabs in the back, and the tail comes around, stabs in the front, and lifts the tabaxi up and throws it to the ground. And the rat prince is like, yes, yes, yes.
Oh, gosh.
The tabaxi is killed by the rat prince. And the ogre has to roll randomly because he's still in the fog cloud. So there's Pluto in there.
No? Pluto's out.
sorry, I'm
Pluto's
gone.
out. It's
It's just
the,
Sebastian and Big Nose. If Big Nose is even a target, or it might just be me.
yeah. So 1-2 Sebastian. It's Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're also where the lightning bolt came from. So he's gonna make his 2
Yeah,
attacks
that's
against you with
pretty
disadvantage, turning a crit into an 8, and getting a 13 versus AC.
Nope.
All right, the ogre smashes down.
I duck behind those barrels and boxes, and he
smash
smashes
everywhere.
them.
Yeah.
Is delirium in the boxes?
Please say no. Please say no. Please say no.
Say yes.
Bits of delirium shatter everywhere
Okay.
Yeah.
as the boxes are smashed.
What you're lucky is
Yep.
Smash isn't magical.
Some of them go into Big Nose's mouth.
Big Nose eats them.
He gets bigger.
He grows 9 inches.
My height. He stole it.
Oh yeah, and actually, sir, no, I totally misspoke. It's not the ogre's turn; it's Big Nose's turn. So
Oh.
Big Nose smashes at the ogre. Oh wow. Yeah. So Big Nose almost rolled 2 crits, but they turned into not crits with disadvantage.
Your dice are too on fire
Yeah.
right now.
These are good ones. Love these ones. Big Nose tears the ogre apart.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about
that's way
that. That
better.
is fortunately we didn't get on the wrong turn. I was like, oh yeah. So they're both destroyed by that.
Nice. So the ogre is
My
just
bad. I
wrecked.
almost totally skipped a bunch of people's turns.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay. So that's the ratlings. Now back to the top with Veo.
All right, I come back into line of sight for that big. You know what? Can I see the tabaxi that's on the platform?
Yes. Yeah, you can see both of them.
All right.
And some weakened beams. Just saying. Just saying.
It's-
I weakened some beams.
Some
then
magic
they're gonna
missile
fall on
beams.
the ratlings.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing.
I'm gonna shoot at the tabaxi on. I'm like, Pluto's got the other guy on the.
Shoot him in the back. Shoot him in the back. not
with
even
my
looking.
crossbow.
He's tied to a chair.
Ooh, 22
And sorry, this is against the one on the platform?
on the platform.
Okay.
19 damage.
I think that's it for her.
Yeah. 1. Wait,
And, yeah.
what color tabaxi was that? Did I shoot myself?
That was yourself.
Oh, I shot myself. Oh.
Yeah, the rat prince destroyed the one
Weird.
that was looking like Pluto.
And then I turned my gaze to the one that's across from Pluto. Nope.
Okay.
14?
That's a miss. 2 shots hit. 1 shot hits, takes out the calico tabaxi, who falls off the platform, and the ratlings nearby start eating it.
My heart hurts a little bit because I'm like,
And
tabaxi.
seen
the
the
rat
inside of
prince cackles at that. It says,
Die, 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 cat. Yes.
Remember that I'm a cat too. Thank you.
and so we have Veo. The ogres are all destroyed. So we go to Pluto.
So I'm just he clawed me and it hurt, and I claw him with my sword with a 25 for 14 damage, and then I claw him again for a crit for 24 damage.
What happens?
So he claws me, and I catch like a couple bolts from the shield from the other one, and I just hack off one of his legs, and then I come up and I just decapitate it, and I go, "Ooh, sorry, Veo." I know where the weak points are.
As the head severs between the space, you see Veo standing there with like a tear in her eye.
Ooh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill your kind.
I didn't know them.
Nice.
Alrighty. With that, the rat prince
So the fog god's
howls
still there.
out and says,
Yes.
"The time has come, brothers and sisters. Yes, 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 yes. We are free. We are free. We will all rise up and eat all the manlings up above. Eat the cats. Eat the big, big manlings. Eat the little manlings. Eat them all. Break the chains. Yes, yes, yes.
Hail the rat god. We're friends.
Hail the rat god.
Hail the rat god.
Hail the rat god.
Hail the rat god.
Oh, yes. These three that look like the cats that were beating you up, they tricksters. They spirits sent by the rat god. They in bodies of humans, but they the big trick. Rat god trick everybody. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, he
Yes,
takes
yes,
over
yes. Yes, 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 yes.
everything. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
and the rat prince looks at you.
That very good, yes. Big Nose, you have fun.
Big Nose is just like chomping on one of the ogre arms.
Nom, 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 tastes good. Meat.
This is not.
That's amazing.
All right. Onward.
Yes, yes,
upstairs.
yes. Feed on their flesh. Ha!
I say that we let them, like, we just go for it now. Like, we leave and let them continue to destroy.
So the elevator is up.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go get the immovable rod and climb back down?
I think so. I think we let the ratlings know, like, so we turn to the ratlings. We're going to open up the elevator, and more of these tabaxi and ogres may come, but I trust that with your great force, you will overcome them.
Big nose turns. Feed me flesh and blood. I'll eat them. Yes, more dinner.
And all the ratlings go,
Yeah, we haven't had anything to eat. Yes, we're so hungry. Yes, we eat them. Yes.
Do they like swarm in through the hole and like just start to like cover the ground?
the little rats, are
I'm also going to start scooping up some delirium for Veo.
Oh yeah. Do we want to? How much delirium can we find before we go up the elevator?
Just grab as much as you can.
As you
Bag
go
of
to
holding.
grab some of it, the rat prince goes,
Oh, yes.
and the rat prince grabs a piece and says to the other ratlings,
You eat. Yes, you eat. It makes you strong. Yes. It makes you strong.
Quick, put it in the bag of holding.
I start, like,
You not let them have it.
emptying
I
boxes
shove it.
into
For you.
the bag of holding.
I shove it in the
yeah,
bag of holding.
I know that you're putting that in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
But there's so much delirium in here,
yeah.
in this room.
So we're sharing it. We get some,
sharing
they
it.
get some. We get some. One for you, one for me.
Yeah. How much delirium? do
Yeah,
we get?
you're able to harvest at least
Chips fragments.
4 large crystals. And just floating loosely around are another 6 fragments.
4 crystals, 6 fragments.
Yep.
How are you guys doing for health, Veo? How did you?
Oh, I need.
Should we
I
take
need-
a potion?
I'm definitely gonna take. What do I have? Greater healing potion.
Do you have a superior?
Oh, good question. I thought I did at one point, but I might have taken it.
I'm also gonna have. Is there any ill effects from taking 2 potions of healing? Is it only when you mix?
Only when you mix different guys. You can knock back 2.
How much does 2 graders give you? 40?
2 graders would be 40. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Bam. Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling over there? You're so quiet and smiling.
a good time. What can I say?
All these rats are eating delirium. Are they growing as well? Are they like? And like
Yeah, it's disgusting.
oh no.
Okay, guys, let's get out of here.
We probably should have left a while ago.
Let's leave.
Okay, upwards.
Yes. Upwards. Forwards. Yes. How we get up from here? We want more. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Let me go grab the elevator. And just remember that, I mean, should we go up first? We should probably go up first. And then let it come down for you to free the other ratlings. And I kind of explain the other levels of where the other ratlings are in the cages. And
It's very confusing cave. It's not well laid out.
there's definitely a lot of tunnels. Where's Scritches when you need them?
Oh, yes, we dig tunnels.
And the rat prince goes to the others and says,
You all digging? Yes. Why are you using all those sticks? Why are you using those strange sticks? You dig better with your hands. Yes. Dig.
and he starts telling the ratlings to widen, start digging at the hole that you've already broken into, and digging. They get on the platform and start digging an upwards going hole. They're not digging that fast, but
It's
the rat
still
prince.
scary.
The rat prince doesn't have the same tunnel planning as Scritches.
So I'm going to go up the walls, grab my immovable rod, and then come back down and hope that they're going to try to lower it down to us.
Should we yell like alert? Could.
Yeah.
You're a tabaxi.
Yeah.
You're like
We're all tabaxis right now.
Yeah, you're all disguised.
Yeah.
as
So
this rat.
what if we like sound the alarm or
Yeah.
per se?
I make bad noises.
So you yell out and you hear the man say, the man from above, everything all right down there.
There's a revolt. Meow.
What?
Get us out of here. Meow.
The ratlings are attacking you?
Yes. Meow.
There's so many of them. Meow.
You hear him
Tabaxi voice.
yell up.
I'm a tabaxi.
Same meow. He says, "Oh, Black, I'm sorry, but you know what the protocol is if the ratlings rebel down there. I hope you had a good life. Pull me up."
Oh no!
Wait. We can climb the walls. Can't we?
I can't.
I
Wait.
start trying to climb the walls.
Do you want my grapple shot?
Wait. Hold on.
So the winch starts going up and say, "If you survive down there, we'll when we have the time, we'll burn your bodies. Don't worry."
Veo,
I'm gonna come claw your eyes out if you don't lower that thing down. Meow.
Veo, toss me the grapple shot.
I toss it to you, and I
I'm
start
gonna-
climbing up the walls.
And I'm gonna shoot the grapple shot, and I just grab Sebastian. Wait, hang on.
Okay.
I don't know if you can with the weight.
All right. Make an attack roll with the grapple shot.
Can I add anything?
Just your proficiency modifier and dexterity.
18.
You hit with the grapple shot and it heaves as it tries to pull you both up. This might be more than it can handle. If you want to keep going, I'm going to roll a d6 and it might break the grapple shot after this.
Pluto, get in my bag of holding. I've got you.
I hand you the hole, and I go up.
And jump in the bag of holding, zip, and you go up. And you're on the elevator and it heaves.
I crash it.
And the man with the mask looks, "What are you doing? This isn't protocol. You're supposed to just stay there and die if the ratlings start attacking you back."
I choose life.
I also agree, and we're not all the way up yet, correct?
No, you're not.
I say somebody should die. You're right, and I go to push him off the edge.
Okay, make a athletics check.
9.
I get a 7. So, and he fails his dexterity saving throw. So you leap up onto the elevator, shove the man off, and he falls. Why?
Into a pool of rats?
Into a pool of rats who begin devouring him, and there's just like the skeletal remains. It's very fast as the ratlings devour him.
I think I'm not strong.
I empty the
do
bag of
something
holding
cool.
onto the elevator.
And the winch, the winch raises back up as the elevator comes into place, and the human guys go, "You just killed Ubo."
He tried to kill us.
He was gonna leave us to die.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I would have done the same. What's going on down there?
I crawl out of a bag.
The rats are revolting. We had to get out of there.
Clearly, well, this is a disaster. We gotta let the queen know right away.
Absolutely.
We'll let her know.
You should probably set them on fire. Just so you know.
That's usually the plan. We've got some up the way up by the docks. We've got some barrels of oil. We're gonna dump it down there, smoke them out. We get a good smoke going. Should kill them all.
Awesome. But
Yeah.
let's go to the Queen of Thieves. We need to let her know.
You start the fire. Smoke oil thing.
He can tell us. Bring it. Yeah, we're gonna go to the queen together.
All right. Well, he points and says,
He can take us to the queen.
"All Black, you're the foreman for your level. You should go. But you two, stay here with me. We'll stabilize the situation. All Black, you go on your own. Which one of you is the orange one? All Black, you go on your own up to the queen. Let her know as quickly as possible. You two stay down here with me."
These two are injured. They need healing. I need to bring them with me.
Ow, I'm hurt.
As the foreman of my level, these two need to get out of here. You can handle this.
You can handle some rattlings, can't you?
Well, I mean, the others down there are going to be really pissed.
I'll deal with it.
We can just
Make
go.
a persuasion check.
Persuade.
We can just run.
14.
Well, fine. Look at you two. He points to the ogres. Get the barricades down here. Get this last shipment going, and let's get it off to the docks.
Yeah, make the own orcas do the work.
We're guards, not grunts.
Yeah.
All right,
Meow.
go. Fine.
All right. Guys, with
I
me.
imagine it would be pretty scary down there.
It is.
Terrifying.
Are the rats coming up the shaft at all? Or are they just kind of chilling down
I
there?
thought they couldn't climb the walls.
They are climbing each other.
Oh gosh. So they can't climb the walls.
The
they
rat
can
tower?
climb-
Yeah. That's a lot of he looks down there. That's a lot of ratlings.
Yeah, I don't know where they came from.
That's more than what was down there, wasn't it?
Are the ogres gone?
Yeah, they got through a crack in the
No,
wall.
there's 4 ogres and there's 3 human men in here, and they're like in this room. So you're in the room at the top of the mine shaft.
Oh, okay.
Right? There's the big cart that 2 of the ogres are loading with the delirium from the elevator, and the 2 ogres that work the winch. And then there's the 2 human foremen, and then the cart driver as well, and the horses.
Yeah, we're gonna go see the queen.
Yes. Just before I leave, I'm like, I just want to have one more look. And I look over, and I'm actually going to just quickly cast Mold Earth onto the wall next to where all the rats are gathering. And it just says Scritches, so that they know that he's the one that can read. And it says, Revolt, get in position.
Scritches isn't with the group. It was just the rat prince.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then nobody can read it, so never mind. My plans, they'll figure it out. Rat Prince knows the plan, right?
For the most part.
Okay,
let's kill all the manlings. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats.
And the catlings.
Let's go to the Queen of Thieves.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
As you exit the doors, there's another one. A man rushes down the stairs. You're in this longer hallway, and another and bumps into the group of you. Whoa! Get out of the way, yo! Hey, it's Blackjack Mel.
Yay!
What's going on down here? I'm supposed to warn everyone. The hooded lanterns. They're in the area. They're attacking us. They're gonna kill us all.
Meow. I mean, row.
Oh,
That's
no,
horrible.
meow.
We have a rattling problem down here. The rats are revolting.
This is a nightmare. We gotta get to the queen.
We do.
She'll know what to do.
Lead the way.
I can't believe this. This is insane. All black, right? You're
That's
one of the
right.
foremen from down in the mines.
Yes.
Oh man. This is just a crazy situation. I mean, I was betting on it happening eventually, so a few others are going to owe me a considerable amount of money because I said that a Radfolk rebellion was absolutely inevitable at some point. But the fact that it happening at the same time as the Hooded Lanterns attacking, very suspicious.
Who knew?
So suspicious. We need to let the Queen of Thieves know.
Meow.
All right, let's come with me.
Say meow.
Wow.
So you're in these hallways.
Disguise
It looks like a small barracks has been set up in several. The hallway here has a set of stairs leading up, and there's a large room at the end of the hallway with several bunk beds and training dummies, and even like practice chests for the thieves to practice picking locks. There's a few kitchens and supplies and other provisions up here, and Blackjack Mel says, "All right, so." Come, let's get to the queen real quick. This is gonna be a real terrible situation, but she always has a plan. She always knows what to do.
I have an idea, Blackjack Mel. Do you want to be a hero?
No, not particularly.
Okay. Do you want to get credit for being a hero?
No, not really at all.
Okay.
I just want to live. In fact, to be perfectly honest, I'm gonna take you to the queen, and I'm gonna get out of here completely and entirely because to me it's I bet on the Queen of Thieves, but I'm not gonna bet my life on it.
That's a great idea, but let me tell you, I want to raise in the ranks here, and there's one way that I know to do that. I say we blow up all the ratlings. The Queen of Thieves, she mentioned that she had a bomb. Do you know about it?
I heard it through the grapevine.
I've heard it through the grapevine. Have you?
There's been whispers, meow.
Wait, you know about the Queen's bomb?
Yeah. Do you really trust all of the Queen's men to keep things like that a secret? It's trickled down. You've heard about it. People talk here, Blackjack.
That's true. I like your logic.
I would bet on it.
All right. Maybe she can use them to blow those rats sky high. I'll bet that's her endgame. And if the Hooded Lanterns are doing it at the same time, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It's perfect.
Now, what if we set the bomb? Then we would be heroes.
No, then you'd be dead.
Dead heroes.
We're Tabaxi. We can run faster than the bomb. Meow.
I heard that the
Meow.
only ones that were in charge of that thing were the Queen of Thieves, and she was only given that to lies, deceit, and Ryan.
Ryan.
Well, then we'll just have to talk to them.
Yeah.
Where are they?
It was lies, deceit, and Ryan that had it when they, pulled the whole thing over at the cathedral and got all the stuff.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it was
That was a
really
good
cool.
one.
That was
Those
slick.
idiots over there in the cathedral, eh?
Meow.
Meow.
They were waiting right there underneath the sewers. Although people say the bomb wasn't even there.
Classic Queen of Thieves. I say as I grit my teeth. Classic. So good. Bomb wasn't even there.
She totally walked over all those idiots. I mean, they were impressive gladiators and everything like that, but totally played them like a fiddle. It was beautiful.
Weren't
Now-
they the ones that were, blood barbecue?
Yeah, they were good. I was representing them. I was their manager for a little while, and I wonder,
Oh, so you're fond of those jerks, eh?
Yeah, they're jerks, but I like them.
Well, they probably like you because you're a stand-up, underhanded
It's
guy.
a real shame the Queen of the Queen of Thieves said that they're supposed that they might have to die, but it's all right.
Why might?
Well, she put out a hit on the cat.
Oh.
Only the cat? Meow?
No, she said, kill the cat, kill the big guy, bring the orange-haired one back to her.
Oh, he's the magical one, I hear.
Take a little bit of offense
what
to
I
that
heard.
being a tabaxi, but
I wonder what she wants with him.
Beats me.
Well, he was the handsome one in the group. Let's go to the Queen of Thieves.
Right.
Sebastian,
Yeah?
can you put on your goggles before we visit the queen?
Yes.
Thank you.
can you put them on right now?
How long does it last?
I believe 10 minutes.
Oh. Can you cast it more than once?
I have 3.
Oh.
Yeah. I was
I was-
thinking of using it once we're near.
Yeah, as soon as we get close?
Yeah.
Okay.
Black Dragmel, bring us to the queen. Or, no, lies and deceit. Lies and deceit, the queen?
Let's just go straight to the Queen.
Let's go to the queen.
Right. So, it's right this way. You head up the stairs, and the set of stairs spiral up a few more times, and eventually connect back to the halls where the Queen of Thieves arena is. You're familiar with these areas. It seems the prison complex that you're in connects just off of here. So from that prison complex leads to the arenas and the other chambers. You pass through several rooms of various bunks and that have bunk beds, kitchens, and a few common areas where various members of the Queen's Men are all starting to run around. And there's various states of individuals as you pass them where some of them are like, we got to just get out of here, right? And there's a group of them that say, there's a sewer passage down up in the prison cells. Let's get out of there and get out as quickly as we possibly can. Something about, and as you pass by, Blackjack Mel says, we better tell everybody as we pass up that there's rat folk coming up from the mine so they can figure out the best way to get out of here. There's lots of secret ways out, and there's at least 3 sewer passages that we can take to get well away of this whole place.
I think the best bet is for everybody to take the sewer passages.
Totally.
Totally agree. If we got to get out of here, that's what the Queen says. We better go tell her as quickly as possible, though. You head up to he opens another set of doors that lead from what looks like a large gambling hall and parlor underneath, underground gambling hall, and that is connected also to the sewers itself. And it leads through a set of doors into the Queen of Thieves' massive arena. From in the room, there is a massive gambling hall that's been set up underground in what looks like to be a converted part of the sewers that has been built out, or what might have been the remains of several basements all kind of clamored together. The architecture is hodgepodge, spanning a bit of sewer architecture, former basements, the foundations of what might have even been like a castle. Like, it's really hard to pin exactly all the architecture that has happened down here. But it opens up into this massive gambling hall that has tables where Queensmen are playing dice, cards, and other various games. And there's actually several kegs where they're all pouring themselves ale and sharing wine and pouring various spirits. There's even a makeshift distiller where they're making their own moonshine and potato whiskey. There's a few people that are singing and playing instruments. And as he crashes open through the doors, Blackjack Mel cries out, "Everybody! Everybody! There's an attack. Get to your own safe places. We'll reconvene shortly. Very sorry. All the bets are nullified. Losers, take your stuff. Get out of here as quickly as you possibly can."
Head to the sewers.
And he leads you through the casino to a pair of sealed iron-bound doors, which has a switch beside them. It says, "Supposed to knock once if it's an emergency."
Can I, before he does that, I want to cast from the Helm of Telepathy, detect thoughts on Blackjack Mel. A DC 13 wisdom.
My ranger danger sense is tingling.
Oh.
You cast detect thoughts on Blackjack Mel,
Is he screwing us?
and you can't read his thoughts.
My ranger danger sense is yelling.
Yeah, guys, I have a feeling that he isn't up to scuff. Sebastian, can you take a closer look at Blackjack Mel?
Like magically?
Yeah.
It's just right through this door. He opens the door up.
Mel, wait.
With your goggles. Is this Blackjack Mel?
I activate my goggles. The tabaxi were wearing goggles as well, right? So I put the goggles on over my eyes and I activate the true sight. Is it Blackjack Mel?
It is not.
Has it ever been Blackjack Mel?
Beneath the guise of Blackjack Mel, instead appears, Sebastian, a woman who has very pale skin, dark auburn hair with a shook of white through the front of it. She is wearing leather armor underneath, and as Blackjack Mel looks at you, as this woman looks at you, she's unmistakable in her identity. It's Kat.
Oh my gosh.
What do you see, Sebastian? I can't read his thoughts. It's not. I don't know who this is.
Cat?
Yeah, you're a cat.
Meow. Meow.
He's a cat. She's a cat.
This is true.
What you talking about? Cat got your tongue?
I stop running.
I hold my tongue.
Like I stop where I stand.
You know, don't you?
What you talking about? I know we gotta warn the Queen of Thieves and get out of here as quickly as we possibly can. Come on, it's right through this door.
The Queen of Thieves already knows.
I'm gonna walk up to Blackjack Mel and try to grab his arm.
You grab it, and it does not feel like a... He's a scrawny man, but it feels... No, it feels fine. until it shifts underneath into the face of Cora, the familiar form that the Queen of Thieves has taken. Oh, I'm so sorry, boys. Girls. Welcome back. Here we are again. Thanks for the warning, by the way.
I dismiss seeming. I see you. Can't we talk face to face?
Step into my office.
I'm shaking my head.
I ignore Veo and Pluto.
She opens the door up.
I look at both of you and I'm like, I need to talk to her.
You're gonna go in there?
I have to.
You don't have to.
Sebastian, she's the Queen of Thieves.
Not anymore.
She is the Queen of Thieves. Don't forget while we're here.
She's gonna kill you.
She's mind.
And then she's gonna
you.
kill us too.
Well,
If we don't do this together, we're gonna die.
if she decides to kill me right now, then maybe I had it coming.
No.
We don't have a lot of time for talking.
Where's the bomb?
In a safe place.
It's always been in a safe place. Where is it?
I don't have to tell you.
Why are you doing this?
Let's talk. In my office.
We talk right here.
All she's ever done is talk and trick us.
Guys, I know who she is.
She's a traitor.
She's a killer. And she tried to kill Veo. And she tried to kill you too. And she would kill me in a heartbeat.
And she'll lie to you. Ignatius would know.
Do you want me dead? Is that what you want? Do you know how... I've tried to find a way to fix all this.
Why are you talking to her like that? She's the enemy. We came here to kill her.
I don't...
She changes her form to that of Cat so that the other two can see. He thinks I'm one of his old friends.
What do you mean, thanks?
Who is this? Who are you?
It's Kat von Kessel.
Von Kessel.
What?
Von
Daughter.
Kessel or not does not excuse what she has done.
Daughter of the Queen and one of my closest friends when I was younger.
Yeah, Veo, she shifts the form. You haven't seen Katerina von Kessel since she was, like in 15 years, but it's definitely, you recognize her.
I recognize her, but it makes me more angry. I'm like fuming right now. I'm like, are you going to let this form, this particular face, stop our plans?
Sebastian, is she tricking you?
The true sight. The goggles. That's her. That's you.
It's still another face. Another face for the queen to manipulate us and trick us. It doesn't matter if it's her real face or not.
It's not the Queen of Thieves anymore. It's Kat.
They're one and the same, Sebastian.
I'm so sorry for what I did.
Yeah, that's not going to be good enough. Not for a long time, at least.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna get her back.
So am I.
Then we'll do it together.
Yeah, we will. But on my terms. Now, you've created a little bit of a situation here. I have to admit, I had no idea you were working with the Ratlings.
I do have a few tricks up my sleeve still.
Even I wouldn't have done something so reckless and chaotic.
You know me.
If you think you can control them,
No, not anymore.
no. You can only control them as long as they're in chains and cages, and even then. And now we've got enemies coming at us from all sides.
You sure do.
So, do you still want to make a difference?
Yes.
Well, we've got an army out marching on the city, and an empty throne, and 7 and 6 of the badges that we need. Help me take my throne.
You can't.
Watch me do it. I can. It's mine.
It's not yours.
It never was
Who
yours.
said it's not mine?
The laws.
Who makes those laws?
What are you going to be the queen of? The Queen's men?
Not
The
at all.
scoundrels and renegades of the streets? What are you going to rule over? You were an aspiring mage.
I'm going to rule over Westamar. It's mine. This is my home. And I'm going to make it a better place. And a better place for people like us, too, Sebastian.
That's my goal too.
And you really think the Academy and the Church really care?
The Academy is going to give me the resources I need to make this place better. You're just ruling over the rabble of the streets. I
Not
was
for
able to,
long. We almost have everything we need.
and yet here I am, with my friends and my forces. Your men are being devoured by rats and killed on the streets, and
They'll make it out. Some of them. The good ones will, too.
a few.
And we'll still be able to get to the castle. We'll still be able to get to the throne. And we'll still be able to move forward. If you haven't totally botched the situation by riling up the ratlings.
It's under control.
Those things are way beyond your control now. If we're lucky, the Silver Order will burn the city to the ground and topple the tower of the Amethyst Academy and kill everyone inside it. And then there will be no record left that said Katarina von Kessel was Mageborn.
What happened to you? We were friends. You were...
We are, and we still can be. But we've got some work to do, Sebastian. And if you don't want to do this, then...
Hey, she's playing tricks on you, man. What are you playing at? I thought we had a mission. Operation Mayhem. You listed it out. You told us what to do. Are you bailing on us now?
Are you abandoning us?
There's a list.
I have to fix this. I have to fix what I did wrong.
We will fix it.
This is some scoundrel. You have no claim to the throne. You're not royalty. You're a powerful enemy, but you're not... Who is she?
I told you about the girl I sent to hell. That was her sister. That was an accident. That was a mistake. That was the mistake I made. And then you left. I never saw you again. And now here you are.
She's not the cat you know.
No, but this is my fault. I created this by my mistake.
She's toying with you.
Sebastian, you may have made a mistake, but she makes her own choices. She set her own destiny. You don't owe her for the mistakes that she's made.
I owe her fixing the mistake that I made.
Which can happen, but it doesn't mean giving everything to her and abandoning us.
Since that day, I promised that I would find Mouse and bring her back. And if I ever saw Cat again, it would be with Mouse. But here I am, still empty-handed.
We can get her. We can save her. I know. There's a way. But we need to get in the castle to do it. We need the power of the city to do it.
But why would you tell me this now? There was a kill order out for my friends. You threatened me. You have done everything in your power to make everything more difficult. Why didn't you just tell me who you were? We could have been working together this whole time. We could have made things better together.
You want to work with her?
Sebastian, you don't make anything better. You make everything worse.
That's not true.
You're right, it's not true. This city is better because Sebastian has been here.
It
No
was an
thanks to you.
accident. It was an accident. It was a mistake. Thank you, Vale.
You're welcome. We got your back, you got ours.
Look, Sebastian, there's a lot of blood on my hands. And if you're going to let her unravel everything that we've tried to accomplish just because she claims to be some person you knew before the meteor fell, the same person that you've changed from, that was a lifetime ago. Let go. You're holding the staff of power.
You're a hero.
You're the Archmage of the Amethyst Academy.
And we're running out of time.
I can get Mouse back. I know I can. And I know that when I do, she would be ashamed of what you've become. You're a monster. You're not the person that I knew when I was young.
No,
She was kind.
I'm not. It was my fault too, what happened to Mouse. I egged you on. And I want to make right for it too. I should have known, and I guess I should have known again, that you just keep being a slow motion disaster. So, you've got enough mistakes to make up for, and I'm offering you one last chance at a way out.
Don't talk to me like you know everything that I've been through. You witnessed one of my mistakes in person. Have you ever accounted for the things that I've done to try to help people? The amount of times, the lifetime that I've spent trying to save Mouse? I made some mistakes, and I've been trying to fix them. You've become the biggest scourge that I have seen on this city. Worse than the haze. Worse than the delirium. Worse than the rattlings. You are a deceiver. You are a liar. You are a trickster. You have deceived an entire group of people who don't know any better. Convinced them that this is the life that they need. And for what? Just so that you can sit in a throne? A throne of lies and deceit? Ruling over a kingdom of nothing, of rubble and thieves? I'm giving you this one chance. Step down. We could still make this place better. Let the armies out there do what they will.
Sebastian, I can make this place better, but you can't. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Drama! Good job.
I'm so glad you put on the goggles.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you put on the
Do it.
goggles.
Ranger Dangerson! dance.
Ranger danger.
I'm exhausted now. That was
He had a big day.
big day. Big day.
Well, that is where we're going to end for the night. Thank you so much. We went a little bit over time, but thank you so much, as always, to our amazing cast, Jill, Kelly, and Joe, for playing in our game tonight.
Where's hold on. I'm all over the place. Okay.
There you go.
Huge thank you to Kyle for working tirelessly behind the scenes to manage the chat and all of that other stuff. Thank you so much, Kyle.
Yay.
And to our producer Clayton for keeping us all organized.
And
behind the
always
scenes.
a big shout out to Tabletop Audio for providing our ambient music. Check it out at tabletopaudio.com. It's all free, and it's a really great way to elevate your game. So enjoy it.
Be sure to check out the links below for our Teespring store, where you can find your favorite Dungeon Dudes merch, including a troll killer. And if you want to be on the side of the ratlings, yes, or take a look at bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch for your faves.
If you're enjoying the stream and want to help support our work, please check us out on Patreon. You can find it by following the links below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community where if you are a patron of the show, you can join us on Discord. I will probably be on there later venting tirelessly about what has just happened tonight. We also have a behind the scenes channel where you can talk to Monty about his end of the story, and we can just have a little argument on there about how things just turned out. Yeah, so join us on Discord to just chat with us about all the cool stuff, all your nerdy things.
Woo!
Kelly and I post new videos every Thursday on our YouTube channel where we cover everything Dungeons & Dragons, including advice for dungeon masters and guides for players. You'll also find prior episodes from the campaign available for your viewing pleasure there too.
Be sure to join us live next Tuesday when we record the campaign live on Twitch. Check us out at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in the Dungeons of Drakkenheim.
Oh, I wanted to point. We're pointing.